You gotta stop this.
I'm not stopping anything until I get a taste of that prostate.
Is it under here?
Stop talking like the Lucky Charms.
The Lucky Charms are inside your prostate, and I'm gonna suck it out with my teeth.
Do all your Lucky Charms out of there. Boil.
Is that a thumbs up? I missed that. This is me still doing
Just wanna
audio
make
for
sure.
you.
Check,
Do you think
check.
Scottish people
Rolling
have
on
sex?
sound.
No.
You're asking if Scottish people have sex?
Yeah, do you think
There's-
they have it?
They're
Absolutely not.
still Scottish people.
Definitely not.
No,
Where
no,
do you?
no, no.
Are they
Because
spawning?
the Irish.
They import
They import from where?
from Ireland.
Ireland and then they just kind of raise them.
It's Irish people. If you like leave them in the sun too long,
Yeah.
they turn into Scottish people.
Yeah, they make them like clay bricks.
It's kind of like mules.
It's like how you
Mules
no,
is like a horse and a donkey.
if you pickle an Irish person, they turn into a Scottish
Yeah.
person.
I'm your granddad.
Oh, Aiden. Oh, Aiden.
Why don't you come over to your granddad and pull
Oh,
your
give
little
me some
pecker out?
shallots, Aiden.
Pull my pecker out too.
Pull up my pecker and give it
think
the
they
whirl,
hate-
Aiden.
What is that?
Do you think they hate that Americans just whittle them down to their accent?
Well, to be fair, we do that to other Americans, like me and Aiden did earlier when we were in Boston. So everyone gets a turn.
You guys like cookies?
Oh no.
Oh, bro, you eat
Oh,
that?
that's your bit. He was like, I got
I
a
got a
crazy
bit.
one.
I got
Our
a bit.
dog shits so much in these
No,
woods.
it's good. It's fertilizer for your body. Oh no.
off.
Stop biting it.
Hey, you can see the
Stop
shit, but
eating
you
more.
can't see the piss.
California kids be like,
Hey, and that's our motto here.
"What's up? Welcome to the yard. In the yard here in Ludwig's home base, where he grew up in New Hampshire.
This is where he
Love
first
New
beat
Hampshire.
his shit.
You
Hampshire?
first beat your shit in that house.
I did, yeah.
That's great. Where?
That was your first beat off?
I beat off. I think I've talked about it in my bed, and I would just do this.
Oh yeah, on the blanket.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys sleep in his old room?
No,
No.
no, my
no.
stepsister's in there.
We slept in a guest room.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I'm in my sister's room. They're in the guest room.
Aiden last night was like, there's 2 beds in there for us right now, but they're like roller beds, and he didn't put this together. So like anyone who has no brain cells in their head does, he sits in between the beds, and he just falls directly through them.
I just look up. I can't believe you had that ready to go. So you went in between the beds
Yeah.
on the floor like an animal?
I fell between them because it had a roller on it.
Did you hit the
Where
ground?
did you get those?
What are you talking about?
It is hard. Hey, I mean, we all kind of got our secrets, right? I have this tiny bat, and so we're all set.
What are we doing?
What's your secret?
What
Do
is
you have a good
yours?
one?
Oh, did you blow it with the cookie already?
Yeah, I blew it with cookie. That's all I had.
What is yours?
Mine is my new merchandise.
Oh.
Bam!
Show 'em the merch.
Audio gang.
Oh,
we all
there it is.
We
I
all
can
have
feel it.
we all have a
There's some
prop.
spring.
Yeah, we all
Spring
got a
in that
prop.
little
Hey,
thing.
if you're listening on audio, I think it's worth taking a peek to see
It's
the beautiful
a-
scenery. We are outdoors right now. It's sitting at about, I think, 45, 46 degrees.
It's pretty
Fahrenheit.
cold. It got super cold, so we've been in the sun setting up, and then the cloud kind of barely passed over the sun, and then it got like 5 degrees colder.
Our
It's
Russian,
-5.
our
for the real
Russian
fans.
viewers are like
No, it's
fucking.
not.
They think that's
It
cold.
is.
Fucking dumbass Americans.
You're dumb as bricks.
In real temperature, it's -5.
Is that like Celsius or something?
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
Oh my god!
in real
Shut
temperature.
the fuck up!
It's real.
God damn
Don't act
you.
like you don't try a shitty Irish accent.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Rip
Pods
your
on.
Wait,
Irish.
I haven't been doing the Irish
You've been
accent.
doing it a little
No, I
bit.
haven't. He's been doing it. he's-
Allegedly.
We were
Come
going to
over
bed
here.
last night. It's like dark in the room. We're both laying on the bed.
Let's play a bit of Nightcrawler. I just want to pull all the fluids out of you in every hole that I can.
This is easy.
Dude.
Like what, being Scottish
like-
or Irish?
We're like,
Yeah.
we're laying next to each other. It's dead silent, dark in the room. Nick from the other side of the room is like, "Oh, let me see that prostate."
Walls, by the way, paper thin.
I was,
Heard
I,
everything.
I was like, oh, Aiden, get that prostate over here. Let me give it a whirl.
It's 1:30 a.m. My mom is in the next room over, and my stepfather Peter with work in the morning.
I'm gonna milk you like Granddad used to milk my cows.
Hey, no, we got other. I got other weapons. Hold on.
What?
That's all right.
What?
You don't need to bring it out. If it's I know. I heard you
It's
the
taking
first
you a
time
long
about
time to do this.
the weapon.
We're using a lot of
I'll be-
airtime on this.
I got
What
this
is?
weapon.
What?
Oh, that's the bear
fuck
from
is
the
that?
kitchen.
It's my mom's like cutting
It's
utensil.
her weapon.
It's
So
like a.
This you don't want to fuck with Ludwig's
Dude,
mom,
why
bro.
did you bring that
That
out
looks
here?
Because
sharp.
it's fucking
That
hype,
looks
dude.
sharp.
Look
Why
at
do you
this
just
shit.
steal things from my mom?
Because
Mango would
There's
do
no
it.
reason after the because. You know that.
Well, this is crazy, dude.
Yeah, we-
Why
For
she
any
have
listeners,
this?
he has like this
It
like
cuts. It's a
this
knife.
like
This is a-
bear. He has a bear knife. I don't know how else to describe
I don't know
it.
how else to say it.
She
any
got it in
better.
Alaska.
He has a bear.
This is a
knife.
Mortal Kombat cosmetic.
She's been to Alaska a few times and got it there.
Yeah, we've been like doing the Tour de France around your house and just taking pictures of you as a baby everywhere. So I'm gonna send those to Archie. Archie, you can just start playing those over the screen
When
right
you were
now.
filming a picture of me in middle school with the Panic at the Disco, I Write Sins Not Tragedy song playing in the background,
Yeah.
my mom was staring at you guys. Like you guys were
Okay,
fucking aliens.
Ludwig's mom, for one,
Lovely woman.
you have her eyes, and it's very beautiful.
When you're a baby, you look exactly like her.
That's tight.
Sure, you and her
So
eyes are
cute.
the same, and it's I just it made me care about you as a human even more
I
than
felt
I do.
no different because like you were born from her, and that's like all makes sense to me.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's just cute to see. Two, your mom, she's got how do I say it?
Oh,
Oh, what's up?
what she got?
Say it real
No,
loud.
go ahead,
She-
say it.
She's got an attitude, but I don't blame her.
Does she? Come in, mom. Come here, mom.
Oh, we're gonna own
What?
slime so hard.
Yeah, right here. You're sitting where
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
sitting.
sit where Ludwig sits. Oh shit, I have to hide
This
the
is
weapon.
my.
We're
This
gonna
is
bring on
first
Ludwig's mom.
ever.
Put the bear knife away.
First
Put the
ever
bear knife
guest,
away.
my mother.
Buddy narc.
Claps for my mother. Wherever you're watching from at home. You can sit where I'm sitting, and I'll crouch
Hello.
behind you.
Again.
Did you hear what he just said about you? He just said you have an attitude.
That's not true. He said that.
Don't let him lie to you. These are his words.
He
and
said that.
It's on tape.
There you go.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to our show.
Great.
You gotta talk really
make sure you
close to the
speak
mic.
right into it, like this close.
Oh, you get gloves on.
Get toasty. Whose gloves am I wearing?
You know, I
Yours?
took these goggles out as a gag, but they actually really help.
You look so stupid. I can also
Yeah.
believe that your head is shaped like that.
Under it?
the head.
You take it off, it's
take
still like
off,
that?
It's like that. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I just
And
want to say
yourself?
I'm great. I just want to say thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's a
thank
lovely
you.
home.
It's been really, really nice and very hospitable. I also want to say I'm really sorry for the text message that I sent you.
No worries.
Oh my god, I forgot about
Don't
that.
worry. I thanks to that I got a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So anytime.
What were your thoughts receiving that text message? What did you think?
Yeah. What?
Well, I was wondering what did I say wrong about.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No.
But,
Stop! Look what you did.
It's okay.
Okay, it was for a joke, and then yeah, and also Ludwig. What Ludwig said, I don't think you have attitude. I think you're a strong.
You're talking about her like she is a couch. Why are you doing that?
I think you raised a fine son.
I did.
It's crazy.
Are you proud of him, or do you wish I wish he became a doctor?
Oh no, I'm proud of him.
Oh.
Aw.
Proud of him.
That's cute.
Did
You
you-
know, from day one, they were not gonna be engineers. I was a bit worried about their future, but now I said, okay, I was wrong from
Yeah.
day one. You know.
Did he ever describe his dream of becoming a talk show host to you?
Yes.
What did you think of that dream?
I was supportive. I mean, when he went to go streaming, he asked me, and I said, "Go for it."
Oh,
I was supportive of my daughter being an actress. So I was.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists in this family. I'm noticing just walking around.
Her art lines the walls. You paint.
Happy.
We have some of your paintings at our house, and I think that's really cool.
Also, I'd like you to know that we had a game show. We were on Ludwig's game show, and one of the questions was, "What is your name?" And
Your
out of
first
everyone
name.
here, I was the only person who knew because I've seen you sign your art with your name.
Ah.
No, I knew.
Nope, you didn't
Yes, I
answer.
did. I
No.
didn't answer because I wasn't allowed, but I know because Ludwig used to use your Netflix, and it says your name on it. That's right. I know your whole family. That's right.
you don't have enough
So
money
my
to
name
pay
is
for your own
Paloma.
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 Hmm.
Paloma de la Soledad was my name when I was born. Amat Serralbo. Long name.
Oh my God.
Wow.
But I
Wow.
became French through my father naturalization, and then it just was Paloma Amat.
Hey, Ludwig, you don't have a mic right now, so
It's time to stop talking.
I need you to let your mother talk.
Fuck you guys.
Can you
Was
speak
Ludwig,
Spanish?
was Ludwig
Can
a
you
big
speak Spanish
crier as
well?
a child?
I do.
You do speak Spanish too.
Sí.
Wow.
Hablo español también. Sí.
Wow, that's so sick.
In French?
Oui, bien sûr, je parle français.
Paisano.
That's none of those
That's-
languages.
Paisano is Spanish.
Boom.
Ah.
It's not Italian?
¿Verdad?
Don't say verdad and think that that is a conversation you're
¿Por qué
having.
no?
You,
Pinche güey.
you know just enough Spanish. You know just enough. I'm so mad. Did Ludwig cry a lot as a child? Was he a crier?
Not at all.
Was he odd in any way? We're trying to fight. So
We're trying to expose
maybe
him.
you don't know how he is with his friends, but he's very closed off. It's hard. We never see him emotional. We never see him in any way. He's like a tight little robot. Was he weird as a kid? Anything
No,
like
that
that?
happened later.
It got weird
Oh.
later.
What happened?
I think girlfriend probably.
Ooh.
Not the current one.
Sure. Yeah.
I think, along the way, maybe someone hurt his heart. I don't know. But he was.
Are you
Oh.
damaged?
He was a lot more.
Are you damaged,
Dude,
Ludwig?
holy shit. You got
Yeah.
baggage, bro.
He was a lot more catchy and more
Oh,
more. Outgoing, right? As a child, yes.
Wow.
But
You've been
never
hurt.
sad, always happy. Happy boy.
Oh. That stayed.
he's still always a happy boy.
That
yeah.
stayed.
Well,
Ish.
depends what's going on
He-
the video game screen. But
Honestly, he is just the way he is as a kid is the way he is now when he has a gummy. It's like a reverse Super Mario mushroom, and he just becomes smaller and happier.
Why don't you get another chair?
yeah, you can relax there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just sit down and stop talking. Okay. Where have you ever worried about him? Like when he moved out, when he moved away, started doing stream, where you're like,
No, I wasn't worried, but I was constantly checking his bank account and putting money.
Oh.
always
Mom
down.
support.
really, Ludwig?
And Ludwig.
I didn't know
But
that. You always
but
talk about how
he
you came.
never wanted. He always never accepted help.
Yeah.
It was always on his.
He was always betting it on games with Mario
but,
Party.
It was like minus.
Just
So I was
broke
trying
talk
to put-
constantly.
Did you know we played a game of Mario Party and he bet the last $100 he had in his bank account on a mini game
I'm not surprised.
on a video game, and I beat him. And then he said double or nothing, and he didn't have it, and then he won and got it back.
Yeah, he's very lucky.
The first time I met your son, I was in San Diego, and I was very intoxicated, and he proceeded to take advantage of this by beating me in video games over and over
For
because
money.
I would keep saying yes because I was so drunk, and I believe he won about $200 off me. That was my first time meeting him.
My
I
first time.
blacked out
My
that
first time
weekend.
meeting your son. He exposed himself naked to me.
Oh, too much information here.
Did he do that a lot when he was little?
Yeah, did he strip down a lot?
No.
Where
So
did you, where
that
did you
was
learn
also
that?
a thing learned in adulthood.
No, that's from high school.
What's the most trouble he ever got in growing up?
He wasn't getting in trouble because Ludwig would not listen to me. So let's say I had two kids. One would say, "Mommy, can I do that?" No. And why not? Because, and she would torture me until I get to see yes, or until she was making me reasoning why I would say no. Ludwig, he would ask once, Mommy, can I do this? Can I get a cookie? No. Turn around, go and get the cookie. So he was
Wow.
not controversial, but he did whatever he wanted.
So wow, this is so,
So-
illuminating.
Nothing's changed.
Not-
Nothing's changed except he
nothing
has the social
serious.
capital to
I
get away with
remember
it.
one day in middle school, the assistant principal,
Oh, what's up?
the assistant principal calls me, and I'm a teacher myself, so he called me at work, and he says, "Did you know that Ludwig is scheduled to have a detention on Saturday or whatever?" I don't remember exactly the detail. I said no. Oh, because his paper is signed. You didn't sign it. I said no.
Oh, classic.
And I said, she asked me, "Do you allow me to call him in the office?" And I said, "Yes, of course, but I hope he really is going to admit," because I was going to say, if he doesn't admit, I'm going to be. And he did admit, so he admits signing. So I got
Wow.
double the amount of detention, right?
You're out here forging your
that-
mom's signature, dude.
Yeah. But that's he wasn't a trouble kid.
Yeah, good kid
One
otherwise.
another day for Christmas, he was driving already, and he was going to soccer, indoor soccer, and the kids had their car. I had my own car. The kids had their car, and he went for soccer, and then he calls me. So he was indoor soccer, but he was away from here, and he calls me. He says, "I'm in the ditch. The car is in the ditch, and I can't get out of it." And I said, "Okay, tell me where we are. We're coming." And I'm going to the garage, and it wasn't his car that he took; it was mine, because his
Wow.
car was out of gas.
Dude, you
and
are
he
an
didn't
animal.
have time to ask
He's the
me
same.
for my car.
You're the same.
You're
He's
the same. You
He
have
does that
not
with
changed.
us.
Yeah, you have not changed.
How have you not changed?
The difference is now, instead of saying, "Can I have a cookie?" you're just eating the cookie.
Yeah.
And then I say, "Dude, that is my cookie.
And
Why
then
didn't you ask me?"
And in the car situation, it doesn't matter because he just pays for it.
I can't be mad because he was always like this, and now, dude.
He's not disrespecting you. It's just how he is.
Yeah.
That's how
Damn
he
it.
is.
It's just how he is.
I think his father was a bit the same way. Didn't care about any of the materialistic things. So
Just ask for forgiveness, not permission. Okay, well, we really appreciate you coming on. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers? There's like 100,000 people, I think, that often listen to this podcast. You finally have a voice to tell them anything you want about Ludwig or anything.
And if I can add one more thing to that, have you noticed any difference between Ludwig pre-fame and post-fame and riches?
Oh yes,
And what difference do you think that you've noticed?
a little bit more cocky.
More cocky?
Yeah? You got a little swagger? Huh?
Well, you know what? He deserves it. He's got the right to have it.
Oh.
Right? So he's
Is he calling you more?
not really.
Dude,
Why
you
not?
got, you
Why
got
don't
to
you call
call
your
your
mom?
mom.
Don't
Bro,
You gotta call
on
her.
God, this is a one-way. Her phone does not work calling me. She has never called me since I moved out 8 years ago. I call her.
She says
You
it's not
never call me. I call you way.
Okay, look at your phone and look at the times I call you.
true. Real shit.
She says check the
Look,
tapes.
We can check the
your
tapes.
phone.
Hey, we can check the logs.
Run the tape.
Check
I'll
your
try
log.
to check the logs.
And many times I call you, you don't answer the phone.
That's true.
So you're saying that she never calls, but you just don't answer when she
I
calls?
don't usually call my kids because I don't.
Log check.
Mom, Friday, missed call.
Okay.
Okay, Mom,
Off to a bad start.
Mom, Thursday, missed call.
Dude, you're an animal.
Okay, then you called her on Tuesday.
Oh, missed call.
It
Mom
seems like,
missed call Tuesday.
it seems like both
And then
of
you
you have
called
the
her.
same problem.
Yeah, you actually just don't pick up the phone when she
Right.
calls.
So and I keep on hearing that I don't call him. So
Hey,
no, he's a nice person. He's got a very good heart. Very
Aw.
generous person, but he needs to open the cage of the cat.
that's right.
Let it
That's-
go.
That is right.
Listen to your mom.
I've
Yes.
never seen your son cry.
Ever.
Wait.
Ever.
So maybe
saw
he
him
needs
cry
to
once.
go and see a psychologist.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too. I'm glad you agree with
But
us.
he did. He saw a psychiatrist on Twitch live, right? That's the environment.
And
that
you
happens.
warded
I
him
don't
off.
think he needed- I
And you
don't
didn't
think he
show a
needs
moment of your true
psychiatrist, he
self.
needs a psychologist.
Yes.
Psychiatrist is, yeah.
Either way, we need to get inside that little noggin of yours.
We need to find out what's tormenting you so much.
Yeah.
Why are you so scared, Ludwig? Come out, Ludwig.
I'm a great son.
Anyway, sorry. What your final your words to the people as Ludwig's mom, the creator of everything you see here. Please.
I'm very proud of him.
Oh.
Continue. Be happy. That's what I want him to be. Happy.
Aww.
Happy.
Merci.
Merci,
Thank you so
Señorita.
much.
At the eye doctor. Do you
Senora.
have to get cataract surgery again? Is it just like a chill setup? Like a chill appointment?
Checking her eyes.
Just checking them. Just checking them. All right.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank
All right.
for
See you
coming.
tonight.
Bye.
See you tonight. Me?
No.
She said, "You want some hot cocoa?" I don't have any, but that's actually you. That's
Yeah,
the same
that
thing.
is you.
You don't just want hot cocoa?
Okay.
Hey, man.
How's it feel to want, dude?
I want that shit too.
Hear that, dude? Proud of me. Great son.
Wow.
Zero flaws. Great kid.
That was more accepting than I thought. I thought she would have more grievances to air about you.
No. I'm a great child.
She
You just don't call enough for her to know.
No, she knows, dude.
I think there's this weird silent understanding between Ludwig and his family of like the love they have for each other, but to express it, it's as if like a witch cursed them and said, "You will not express that love, or you will be injured." And they're like, "Got it."
No, you're just American, and we're European.
That's my question. Are Europeans like that?
Yes. They're like, I mean, like, look, I gave her a kiss on the cheek. You'll do that, bisou. But you don't fucking, I love you. I want you to know I love you, sweetie.
That doesn't
No matter
happen.
what happens,
You
I
don't
love you.
talk to your
Dude,
parents
dude,
like
the
you
other
wanna fuck
day-
them.
The other day in the
What?
kitchen, so Ludwig will like sometimes say I love you when he like hangs the phone up on, like with you or whatever, and like he'll do that sometimes. And like I've been like, that's the most affection that Ludwig has maybe ever shown me is when
Verbally.
It's verbally. It's when he tells me he loves me when he hangs the phone up. And then in the kitchen the other day, he's on the phone with fucking Carl Jacobs, the goddamn Minecraft fucking Mr. Beast.
Love Carl.
Goddamn. And he hangs up the phone. He goes, "All right, love you, Carl." Carl doesn't say it back, by the way. Hangs the phone up, and Ludwig's like, "All right." And I look at him and I go, "You don't love him." And he thinks for a second. He goes, "No." And I was like, "Go fuck yourself."
He's sweating right now.
No, I'm
He's
not sweating.
sweating.
Because here's the fact. I've never said I love you on the phone to my mom unless it's for content. And I've said I love you on the phone to 8 million creators.
It just means you don't love me.
Yeah, he's not
You
talking
say
about
it to me.
creators.
Yes, sir.
He's fucked.
Hey, he picks it up quick, though.
You suck.
He picks it up quick.
He doesn't feel anything
I'll
for
give
you
him that.
because he can't. He can't feel things
Hey, you
inside of
either.
him.
You either, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I've
Wait,
accepted
does that
it.
mean he doesn't mean it when he says it to me?
He doesn't.
I mean it when I walk up to you off the gummy and I go, love you.
Oh, that's
man."
what he says.
No,
he
he
doesn't
says it
mean
in
that.
person. He doesn't say it on
He
the
doesn't
phone.
mean it when he's off the
I'll
phone.
off
say
the
on the
gummy,
phone,
and
too.
I
he's
think
like,
he does.
I actually fucking hate calling Aiden.
Love you,
He's a
Aimen.
sack of shit on the phone.
I'm not.
You literally categorically are with evidence of you literally cursing me out after the
Yeah,
phone.
you are
That
a
was
dick.
one call.
You are a dick.
Is
it
he
only
better
takes
now?
one.
Is he better now?
No. Every
I
time he
am.
picks up the phone, he's like annoyed.
No.
That's true.
I called him the other day when you were at Bagel with Vincent. You're like, what's up? And I'm like,
What?
hey, I just want to see, like, have you gotten coffee? He's like, yeah, I got coffee. Yeah, I got a bagel.
Like he's been
And I'm like,
interrogated.
okay, I'm sorry.
You are like this.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry
Aiden-
for literally interrogating
Aiden
you.
often thinks a question is also implication that he's done something wrong,
Yeah.
even though no one has made that implication yet. And he'll go like, "What? Yeah, I got a bagel. I wanted food. You didn't say you wanted anything."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, I'm just asking. I'm not hungry. I just ate too. I'm just wondering what you got."
Aiden, are you talking to Wheat on Discord? Yeah. What?
I feel like of everyone's parent to be interviewed, my mother is probably going to be the nicest to me of any of the parents. The least critical.
The least critical
No,
of their
mom,
own
My
kid.
mom just straight loves me.
I mean, yeah, but she's probably critical.
Maybe.
I think you all got banger moms, honestly.
You burned a house down,
No, I didn't.
a forest.
You did.
Well, maybe don't say that publicly.
You burned. You're a forest burner.
You're a forest burner.
The
You
forest
committed
burner
a
for
crime,
chilling,
and you
dude.
should go to jail
You
now
never
for it.
faced your
Now,
arson
I
charges.
was part of an arson incident as a kid. Yes.
We
But-
talked about this on the pod.
but nobody
did? No, we
knows
didn't.
that,
Yeah, we did.
and
early.
we will
Early,
never
episode 2.
tell you the details of it ever.
Unless you watch episode 2, in which case you can hear about his arson adventures.
know we told
Aimen's
that
mom
story.
is really nice too. Loves him a lot. My mom, if she were alive, but she's in hell right now.
Dude, he always says this, and every time I'm just like, "Whoa, yeah,
Come
good
on,
one, man."
man.
I did.
Fucking
No, dude, it was
Come
so
on,
funny.
man.
Wait, what did we say the other night? We came in. We were in the kitchen at Ludwig's house, and we were like, I was like, yeah, you, me, and Cutie's mom all in hell.
Yeah.
And Cutie was like, my mom's in heaven, and I was like, she yells really loud down in
Yeah.
our mom's. But like,
Saved.
Yeah.
Such a-
but also his mom.
It was such a dark joke.
Remember when we were at Bagels? And we were getting bagel, and then you brought up my dead father, and then I said, "Getting comfortable, are we?"
Oh yeah, did you rattle
Dude,
Ludwig?
what the fuck is wrong with you?
It was like out of pocket, and I can't
You said
remember. I
some
hope
shit?
he does. We were just getting bagels,
What, you
right?
think you're playing Mogi? What are you saying?
We're getting bagels. We plop down. I find like an interesting fact about Canada. All right, here's the interesting fact: age of consent 16, age of consent for anal 18.
Wait,
No.
what?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Canada is
the same thing.
homophobic.
Canada
Whoa.
has a different age of consent for
Uh-huh.
anal.
It's 2 years later.
What is that?
No. That's like getting married. That's like getting married before sex, and then like before sex too.
The law
Yeah.
specifically states. The law specifically states it's 18 if you're not married.
So you can get married at 16 and have butt sex
What?
legally in Canada.
Yeah.
So they're just homophobic.
Can you get
Yeah,
gay? Can
they're
you
just
get, no,
homophobic.
can you get
I-
gay married in Canada? Aimen, check.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can get gay married at 16 and two men or women, I guess. Wait, does not penises count?
Like a strap on? I
Yeah.
don't think they have like.
Can you get
If
can
strap
two,
on,
can-
then legal.
Can
Yeah,
two?
the consent law, it has a strap-on addendum.
yeah.
This is a real question.
I don't
'Cause what
thi-
if I am a 16-year-old lesbian woman who wants to get married
You're
to my
close.
16-year-old lesbian love of my life, and we want to do butt stuff?
They didn't go this deep. Like they didn't have you in the
They
parliament.
didn't have you.
okay. But wait, for a
Give me the
second.
powdered wig. I can get in there. I
So,
can solve shit.
Are,
like-
are we talking bananas? Are we talking tiny
My
baseball
dog's
bats?
in the room. My dog's in the room watching. What's up with that? What's up with that? Anyway,
Hey, what
so
about the peanut butter thing? Is the peanut butter thing still bad?
We'll go.
I bring up
we'll
that
go to
fact.
Ottawa and we'll settle this.
I bring up that fact because
Yeah.
I was like shocked by it.
Yeah.
And then what did you say, dude? Do you remember? You keep laughing and you can't spit it out.
It was it was at the counter. This was before the age of consent.
What did
thing.
you say, man?
This is the lovely woman who works at the shop that we go to. She says something about about Ludwig's dad.
Why?
Like just like I think in the context of going to see your parents for the holidays or something.
yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
okay, yeah.
And I was like, well, his dad's dead. I just-
to the person at the register.
Offering up that as small
Well,
talk on behalf of his behalf is actually.
he just said yeah, like he just like
Yeah,
said it as
'cause
if
also-
he's just gonna go home to see his
We've been to
father.
this place a lot. New employee.
Oh,
I had
no.
never met her.
Yeah,
I had
it
never
wasn't.
met her.
It wasn't Susie.
Okay.
Like if it's
It
one
was
of the
somebody
usuals,
else.
sure, you can spread some information. But this is like a random person, and Aiden's like,
Aiden's like,
his-
yeah, they've
sorry.
So that person you just brought up, they've actually passed on.
Yeah.
And we miss them a lot. But thanks for bringing
I
it up.
rattled him though. I rattled him.
You rattled Ludwig?
Yeah.
Shook him up
I
the
like how
bus.
you feel accomplished because I would too.
he didn't rattle me. I was just like, damn, he's getting comfy.
Getting
a little too
comfortable, huh?
comfy.
That's what he said. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
That is extreme level.
No,
of comfort.
but it's dead parent gang because you're allowed to say that.
He's barely dead parrot gang.
It's
no offense.
but it still counts. He's just over the line, but it counts.
No,
I do
I don't
get
think it
to
counts.
cheat because I have none of the emotional trauma.
My dad's Italian.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
kind of
count.
dead parent gang.
yeah, it is true.
I mean, he's dead to me.
An Italian living in America, it's dead naming.
Yeah.
Can't talk about that.
Look at
That
the
heritage.
mic in Aimen's hand. It looks like
so funny.
it's so.
Yeah.
I said before it looked
It's
like
your
my,
dick
It
in
looked
his
like
hand.
my dick in your normal.
It just
hand.
means you have a small dick.
Which
that was my friend's bit in high school. He played the Uno reverse card a lot, and it became a catchphrase to just say "I have a tiny dick." He'd like go get up from the lunch table to go get like more milk. He'd be like, "I got a tiny dick," and then walk away.
Oh, that's
It was
quirky.
great. Yeah, he was really
I
talented.
was thinking about because we were going around and we
My
checked out
hometown.
Ludwig's hometown today.
Yeah,
Where we're at.
it's pretty small.
And
It's very small.
it also made me think about from one of the advice questions we did a couple weeks ago. We were thinking about like the weird older kids we've hung out with in our lives, and then going by the school today, it reminded me of this again. In art class, there was a mixture of like 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in middle school, and me and my other 6th grade friends at the time would talk to this one kid, Seth, who
Oh
was an
man,
8th
Seth
grader.
was cool.
Seth was pretty funny. He was a little weird, but he was really funny, and he'd always hang out and sit with us. And about I want to say 5 years later, we found out that Seth, at the age of 19, was arrested for having sex with a horse for the second time.
What? Wait, hold on.
The
And,
law is everyone
Seth-
gets one.
Seth,
Everyone gets
You're telling
one
me
fuck.
he used his second time before 20?
Dude, was it the same horse?
that's a good question, but
The
Seth-
horse
Seth-
texting him like, "Where you been?"
I mean, this is apparently had been happening for a while, but I don't know how they finally got cut. But Seth 19 would hang out with this guy in his mid 40s.
It was like a police horse.
and
They
they
like
would
set up
go-
his bait.
It was a sting.
Yeah,
It was a pony.
Just set up the pony like all sexy. Like
and they would go have sex with horses.
we're gonna cut your mane to look sexier. You just
And,
stay out
dude,
here. And
It's what's the show where they steal the cars?
A bait car.
Dude,
it's
baithorse.
baithorse.com.
It's baithorse.com. And they leave horses out waiting for people to fuck them.
Baitcar.com was my Steam name for like a year. Dude, so this Just basically, I'm imagining To Catch a Predator, and it's just like, damn, what are you wearing right now? It's just like, I'm a horse.
I am a horse with horse feet, and I
He's
have a
like-
saddle on.
And he's like, oh, baby, yeah.
It's like,
The horse, they meet up. They're like, want to go to my barn, and then it's fucking. What's the guy's name? Catch
Seth.
Predator guy.
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
But he's got a cowboy hat and overalls.
he walks in on a horse. He's like, why do you take a seat on that saddle
It's
over
just
there?
BoJack Horseman at that point.
So what happened with this guy?
No, he got arrested. He went to jail.
He went
Is
to
there an
jail
article?
Yeah, for
Like, can I
animal
look this
abuse.
up?
for busting inside of a horse's
You
ass
probably
or
can.
Is
pussy.
this Googleable?
Dude.
I think, unfortunately,
Local resident Seth busts in a horse.
Yeah,
The largest cum
could
shot
probably
known
It
to
just
man
shows
in
the
a
horse. The horse is just standing there, and there's
like
Absent-mindedly.
horrified with like a child that's half human, half horse.
it's just drinking water. It's like the horse totally cream pied by Seth. Refused to do an interview.
There's hot, juicy ropes shot into this horse's pussy.
The horse refused to comment, but the ropes are still inside. Do you think?
It made me think. There's this fucking
4 out
vice-
of 11. Did he like it? And can we all get into this?
He did it a second time. Clearly, he
Yeah.
liked it.
Dude, yeah.
Dude,
It was
fucking
so
a horse
crazy how
the second
specific
time's
it was,
way
'cause
easier
it was
than the
like,
first.
We found out that that was so the big thing with the article is that it was part of it was like an in-depth story. It's like they didn't just like this man was arrested for having sex with
Couldn't
a
have
horse.
been that
It's like,
deep, dude.
This guy Seth and the man he would do it with apparently have had sex with dogs and
Wait,
this is
he
the
had a
second time
partner?
Yeah, the
with horses.
40-year-old.
Oh,
something.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Yeah, so this is part of like a pattern of behavior at the time.
Of just having sex with non-human partners.
And me and my best friend in high school, Alec, learned about this.
Thought
'cause
to themselves, we should fuck a horse.
we would sit together in art.
He fucks the
And-
dog, and he's like, I thought it was a guy. It's like you fucked the horse. He's like, I thought that was a dog. I'm pretty sure that one.
me and Alec would make trading cards in art class, and Seth would make them and play the game with us. So when me and Alec found this out, we were like, holy shit!
I guess we
used
should
to-
remember the fuck a horse card.
we
He kept
we
activating.
made like an elaborate game with that guy, and now he's
was he good at games?
no, not at that game.
It is kind of crazy. It's
He's not
like
good at the game.
He might have been
Shut
good
up.
at other games. I don't know.
He's like got his tongue out like this. And you look at his car, he just has like all ponytas and fucking all horses.
But looking back, he was one of those kids who would be making like weird sexual jokes all the time, like a little out of pocket, even for middle
she's
school.
got me, Nay. Am I right or am I right?
So it's
He's like, yeah, Jessica over there, she's a horse girl. He's like, oh, he looks, and he's like, that's a regular girl.
She's a normal girl who likes horses.
Oh, sucks.
it also reminds me of this like little Vice piece where this guy goes to a village where these men like your rite of passage as a man is you take a donkey out and you go like by yourself with the donkey and you go have sex with the donkey.
That's right.
And in the documentary, the Vice reporter goes with one of these guys to see it happen.
Yeah.
And they interview the Vice reporter after, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know."
He's like, no, I've seen this video a lot.
What I was gonna expect, but I didn't like
No,
that.
this is what
It
he
was-
says verbatim because this was early Vice, and I showed this to all my friends. And the guy, he's kind of chatty, he's kind of douchey, he's kind of like treats it as a joke.
Yeah, he's laughing up until that
yeah,
point.
and he's like, yeah, so the guy around there, and he's kind of shook. He's like, he's just fucking a donkey, and he's like, I thought it was gonna be really funny, but it's just really weird. And it's like, yeah, be careful what you wish for, dude.
Is that before they faked it? There's like another Vice reporter fucking the donkey. To just make up the
It's
story.
like a guy in a donkey costume. It's like, oh no.
So that's it. Yeah, that we were just chatting. We were chatting the other week about hanging out with the weird older kids, and we went by your high school, and
Yeah.
I thought about Seth.
You know what's funny is I don't know, many people at home might not know, but we were at a diner and Slime played a game with the waitress, which was
She was not having my shit.
guess who here is from this town.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
were at a table full of 6 people, and she's like, I don't
She's
know.
like, I don't care what
She
you're
tried
doing.
to
6
walk out of the
white-
bit like 3 times.
Yeah, because it's like just 6 white people at a table. She points at Aiden, gets it wrong. But let's expand upon this theory. Does anyone, we haven't talked about it much, but could people at home guess?
Pick us out of a lineup.
Yeah, which one of us here does people know
Wait, what are you talking
that
about?
he's from Colorado? Could they pick out from a lineup?
If we were in Colorado,
Like which one of us is from
I
where?
think the lore. I think we've talked about it.
It's enough. It's
yeah,
not enough.
Yeah.
I think the thing is,
You cold?
she was not having my shit. My fingies started getting
You
real
look cold,
He's burned,
bud.
dude.
I don't know what happened. I got
I'm
so cold.
I'm not gonna lie. I am so cold.
Yeah,
I am
alright, actually.
fucking.
Well, I mean,
cold.
we're outside in like cold weather.
I think it's less than 40.
well, the
My
sun,
eyes are
the sun
warm.
went away. It's now there's clouds.
that is what happened.
and we're in for a fucking.
You know the
long
worst
one.
part about being from New Hampshire?
What?
Outside the heroin and fentanyl deaths?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I figured. It's that whenever I'm cold, people are like, "Aren't you from New Hampshire?
oh,
You
That's
aren't
what-
allowed to be cold.
Dude, that's
right.
why I hate that so much.
Ain't
They're
you
like,
Canadian?"
yeah, aren't you Canadian?
you know, I always
First
say.
of all, fuck you.
Didn't you mutate in a few years being there?
I
Get a
fucking-
different gene that
Yeah,
makes you
you
warm.
know what I-
It
you know I
doesn't
always
even
say,
snow in
Ludwig.
Vancouver.
What you always
dude.
say?
You know, you can't take the.
Can't take the
What was it?
can't take the boy out of the hamster.
No, not. It's not that.
You can't take the boys and the hamsters.
You can't
fucking
take.
the
You
hamster?
can't take the old. What? You can't take the
a
new.
hamster-
You can't take the New Hampshire out of the old
Out of
hamster.
the old hamster.
That's what it was.
That is it. That is
Welcome.
what you say.
Welcome to the hamster cast.
They're nailing it.
Okay, so this morning we're driving. We're following Ludwig and Cutie in their car to like the diner that we're gonna go eat at. And as we pull out of this neighborhood, there's a sign. Like this guy has a massive
He has a many signs.
"Let's go Brandon" sign.
Hashtag
do you a
FJB.
Trump sign that says "Do you miss me?" with Trump on
Yeah,
it.
and he's just smiling.
And then,
It says "Miss
and
me,"
then
yeah,
the
yeah.
third sign is a giant Pepe frog, like a giant twitchy.
Bit of a
mouth.
memer.
Yeah, and you said he's been like that for 20 years.
For 20 years, we would always pass his house and just be like, "Oh, the Dems."
So it'd
the
be like,
libs."
would it be like anti-Obama shit?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it would be like just like back in the day, it was chiller. Like it'd just be like McCain,
Yeah,
and that was it. That was like that's
Now
what it
he's
was.
different.
But
John
it wasn't
McCain
like-
didn't have like a thing that was like,
yeah, Trump is just different.
"Fuck."
But now he's got
Obama.
Trump with like big titties, and he's like on a dragon. He's,
Yeah,
like,
it's
fighting.
changed. They've definitely gotten more and more down like the right wing rabbit hole.
In Grand Junction, where I went to college. There was this house where it was literally the whole entire side of the house was painted, and it was Trump. I'm not kidding, dressed as a knight, and he was riding a dragon. Or no, he was slaying a dragon that he was fighting, and it was like a political cartoon, and the dragon had all kinds of labels on it, which was like political correctness, the woke agenda, like liberals.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd vote for that guy.
and it was
goes hard.
and yeah, it was just
He'd get me.
it was the hardest. No, it would be sick if it was like drawn well, because then it's like kind of a effortful shit post, but it was just drawn like shit too.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, you really care a whole lot about that on your house.
New Hampshire's purple. I think they just usually have been leaning towards Massachusetts, which is very blue, albeit Boston's racist.
Rural places will do that.
Dude, Republicans are just stands.
Stands.
Yeah, so are
Yeah.
political people.
Yeah, I mean, like people stand AOC.
Dan Bernie.
I don't know. It just feels. Yeah,
we
it's the
care
same,
about Bernie's
I guess.
pussy, don't
It's
we?
just weird how people
It's
ride or die.
breathtaking.
It's like the fucking the profile picture is Trump and he's like fucking got his tongue out. It's like a meme and it's all the same.
it's all stands.
Yeah,
But
they stand.
it's stand culture that basically redirects tax money.
Whoa.
There you go.
I mean, the fun fact too is that Trump kind of boomed people here because property taxes are especially high in New Hampshire because there's no sales tax, and then you can't write off property taxes on your taxes anymore.
Really?
Yeah, that was a
and
Trump
Trump
law.
changed that.
Yeah,
Get fucked.
Do you
apparently.
think the average Trump voter here pieced that together?
Yeah, does your guy piece that together
I mean,
down the street?
the other options, like a woman as a VP. So,
Oh, tough.
Yuck.
what are you gonna do there?
This guy's like, you.
Me and Pepe are gonna go now.
Speaking of-
One of my one of the most insane Republican bits is saying Kamala's name really long, like they can't say it.
Yeah,
And
Kamala
saying like
Ding Dong.
Kamalama, and
Yeah.
then they just like you said it right, and then just intentionally.
The
added
joke is
4
that they're
syllables.
illiterate.
Yeah.
It's so exotic and weird. Why would you name somebody that?
You should just be called
Like,
Seth.
Yeah. You should be called Seth, like my son. He's in jail right now,
he
but he'll
fucked,
be out
he
soon.
fucked a horse twice.
What was Seth's like, real quick?
back to horse fucker.
What did he look like? Like, did he look like a guy that fucked horses?
Was he
I'm
handsome?
Googling it.
No,
No.
All right.
Horse fucker.
Horse owner.
let's say horse fucker.
Horse sex.
That sounds like a cool gamer tag.
Oh, here it is. Yeah,
Sorry.
this is the picture of him.
Oh, that guy
Oh,
totally
dude,
fucked
that
with
guy.
All right,
Let me
here's
see,
the
let me
article.
see.
Yeah, that guy fucks
In the
horses.
article, second man gets jail, ban on pets for sex abuse.
Yeah, yeah.
.com.
For having sex with a horse.
Ooh, good memories right now. Sat next to this guy
he
in
had
our
a-
class for years.
By the way, he had sex with a friend's miniature horse. And he got 1 month in jail.
Oh wow, he's out.
That's a
Morgan Spurlock did that for a show.
Dude, when I was in middle school, I was in band, and I threw a drumstick at my friend in class. I threw it across the room and hit him in the head with it. And my teacher saw and made me call my mom in front of the whole class and tell her what I have done. Wrong choice. He should have just got me detention because my mom laughed on the phone. I told her on speaker, and she just started busting up laughing. She's like, "Why'd you do that?" And I'm like, he was just acting up. That was funny. And he's livid because I'm getting away with it. And then I hang up the phone. Fast forward 6 years, he gets arrested for fucking kids.
no.
The teacher.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
the
So you-
teacher, not the guy you threw a drumstick at.
No, he's a homie.
My 7th grade teacher also got bounced for having child porn on his computer.
Who's throwing
Couple
drumsticks
years
now
later.
at kids?
I mean,
my school was child porn free, as far as I know.
as far as you
Yeah,
know.
but you're Canadian. It's already an L. It's like kind of
Yeah,
worse than the whole thing we're talking about.
I've been learning some more about this guy. The way he got found out was not a sting operation.
How did you get found out?
He had friends at his house who went on his computer and they saw a video that he had downloaded of a man fucking a donkey, and they reported him because they thought he might be a
narked?
donkey fucker. They narked on him.
Oh,
Dude, imagine it's me and you, and we're like, oh shit, we got to get that thing off Aiden's computer. Oh, let's just go check really quick. We go type in his password. It's fucking I love video games, and then we get in, and we find a video of someone fucking a donkey
on Aiden's computer.
on Aiden's computer. And the first thing that we think, you
We
think
gotta call
he
the
is
feds.
also fucking donkeys? We should call someone. We should report him because he's probably also doing this.
I think because we live in such close proximity, it's like if like Aiden's disappearing for like swaths at a time, and like we don't know where he's going, right? And maybe I can be like, he has been gone a lot.
The weird part, by the way, I think is downloading it. Because, like, that means a desire to watch and rewatch and have it if you don't have internet connection.
Yeah, it's you want to make sure when you're offline you still have access.
Yeah, it's like the folder is full of old porn you beat off to when you were a teenager.
yeah. Sometimes you just need to save the classics.
You,
The old
you're a horse
girlfriends.
fucker. Anyway, we did drive by my high school. What'd you guys think about it?
I just imagined like people ripping bongs in the parking lot. And
I was
thought,
imagining your
that's
first
cool.
over the pants HJ going on, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Did you get an HJ in high school?
I did. Yeah, I got a few HJs in my day.
Few?
I dated this girl named Casey. I was a terrible
Casey
boyfriend.
HJ.
Oh yeah, fucking. But you've learned. You've really come around.
Okay, well, I called her as a.
I didn't have money to buy her shit.
I would call her Hooker as a pet name.
That is
What?
insane to admit.
She was on board.
Dude,
Was
and-
she?
that's weird. How did you?
It's,
did
be-
you
it's
make
better than
this up?
wench, which is what you call cutie.
Yeah, it does fly a little more. And
Is it?
and then we were at my friend Evan's house in his basement, and we had like a
So it's you, Evan, and Hooker in the basement.
it's me, Evan Hooker, and then Erin, who's Evan's girl. And
Okay.
there was a chair
Dude,
that we were hooking up on. It's
You
the
respected
hookup
her.
chair. And then we had the TV chair, and we
Okay.
would swap on an alarm system.
What?
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
were you so organized?
I don't
I
know.
don't understand. Are you having sex with somebody in the room while somebody else has sex in
no,
the room at
this
the
is
same
like
time?
freshman year. This is like OTP HJ.
You're getting HJs in the room with your friend.
yes.
This
he's
is- okay.
he's like 20 feet away.
This
That's-
was common. This was there was this girl
Why?
who like you could like her parents were really cool and didn't care, and she had the whole basement to herself.
Tight.
So it often became the spot to like bring your girlfriend
Go get your shit
over
beat.
and get your shit beat. And this girl, she was like, I don't know, she like it was like she was a madam, she was like the whorehouse madam. Of middle school.
I see. Like the mom
what do you
who
call
owned the
a
house.
bottom
madam?
bitch.
Yeah.
It's a bottom bitch.
Well, she wasn't a
No.
bottom bitch
It's not
because
a-
there,
No, not
there was
the.
no
It's
pimp.
the
She was
opposite
a
of a
bottom
bottom
bitch.
bitch.
There was no
No,
pimp to
She had
answer
an
to.
answer to
bottom-
daddy.
no, you're right.
I
There's
guess
a name.
I guess
There's a
so.
name.
I think
I
it's
think
a
we all
madam.
have a different definition of bottom bitch.
Anyway, she basically ran this like high school like brothel, but like
but like you brought your own
Consensual.
BYOB, and it reminds me of like Ludwig
Beat your own shit.
because it's like hey we want to use the room now. You and like Max have been in there for too long, and then you would swap out.
Yeah.
I
It was
didn't-
miserable though.
It's
for
like
me.
it's like fucking Marvel's Capcom.
Assist.
You gotta slap your homie in.
Yeah, my team.
He
I'm gonna
comes
pick
flying through the closet like this with his dick out.
Hooker, Ludwig, and Ashley. That's my team.
Yeah, that was me, man.
I think
Except
I was
it's
not-
hard to give a hand job to someone with foreskin. I don't have you felt
What
that?
are you talking about?
I like early
easier.
hand jobs. I think people didn't know what they were doing
Oh,
when
Yeah, they would try to
with,
chew
with
on
my
it.
foreskin penis.
They would-
yes.
Do you
like,
feel
hey,
that?
You've got some big league chew down here.
No.
Do you want this?
No,
If you're not eating it,
I got about 0.5 HJs in high school.
speak to that. Is that just you? Do you kind of have a hey Jay?
Hey Jay.
Dude,
No. One time, no, you're right, maybe. Because this is why I called it 0.5.
I
Because
know.
it was really bad.
Yeah, because they don't
It
know what
was
they're doing.
really
yeah, they're like
bad.
starting a lawnmower, and you're
Yeah.
like, stop.
Yeah,
Relax.
Hey, I'm,
And I
I'm
was
going on a quick jog.
In my head, I'm like,
Hold the fort
careful
down.
with the
Are you serious?
careful with
Yeah.
the skin.
Hey,
Yeah.
run in the
But
background.
you also don't want to make the person feel bad,
yeah,
so you don't tell them to stop.
yeah. It
so
was terrible.
dude, my
And it's
friend,
just terrible.
my friend, he was like a really good looking guy in high school, and he's always had a girlfriend. He was always talking to girls, and he somehow arranged for him and two of his friends to get hand jobs one by one on the stairs at school after school.
Arranged is a
Arranged?
weird word.
Yeah, it was weird. He was like,
Why was it negotiated?
yeah, it was like he's like, this girl is gonna give me a hand job, but I said she can only give me a hand job if she gives you two guys hand jobs also.
Oh,
And then so
Dude, the
he
homie.
got firsts, and then she was like, all right, next.
You're like Mr.
And then
Beast.
she
This is
beat
actually,
off.
This is actually you when you're like, let's get the podcast together.
Yeah, my friend just like he had it like that,
I
and the
got you
girl
guys.
liked him so much that she was down
The
to do
girl
that.
is
Dude, who wants to
Coinbase.
give a hand job that
That's
bad?
what I was thinking. I was like, why do you want to give a hand job to like dudes you don't know? But apparently, it was just like that was the vibe.
I think it's like pretty low effort and pretty high reward for someone.
you can have your
Is
phone
it
out,
high
right?
reward?
I mean, yeah, because someone feels really good and they're like they think highly of you. Like if I give
I
you a
think
hand
I
job,
get-
you'd like me a lot.
No.
If I
Back
give
then?
like a 10-year-old you a hand job,
Dude.
I'm also like 11.
Thought
If I-
experiment.
If I showed up to your door and just beat your 10-year-old little dick, you would like that, wouldn't you? That'd be a good thing for you to experience.
You're on board. Tell me you're on board.
Speaking,
Dude, I
fuck?
don't even think I beat off. I'm the latest beater offer I know.
when did you
Age
start
check,
beating
age
up?
check.
I didn't beat off the first
19.
time until I was 13, 14.
I was 13 as
Yeah,
well.
it's not
14?
What do you think
I
this
thought,
is?
I thought this guy was about to bust out like
14?
18,
Yeah.
19.
14's pretty late.
I mean, no, because your
Every time-
balls might have dropped when
Every
you were
time
12.
I've heard the
Normal.
answer, it's for people are like, yeah, I was 12.
The
and I
thing
was
about
hitting
it, that's 1 year earlier.
2 years earlier.
Yeah, it's,
Your balls drop at different times. It can be like, I don't know when. 8
Wait,
to-
your balls dropped?
well, yeah, they don't drop.
they drop.
That's
No,
what they-
my balls were always down.
They-
Yeah, I didn't. Wait, did this happen to you? Did your balls come out
Also,
of your body?
I was also kidding, by the way. Implying mine didn't. But
balls. Oh, then what do you mean they come out of my body?
like, so people are like, "Oh, your balls haven't dropped yet. Like they're still inside of you, and then they drop into your ball sack."
I don't think that's what they're saying.
Okay, so you're not saying that.
No.
Okay,
No.
just making sure.
That's
I'm
what
just
happens.
saying.
People will give me shit for not knowing if like girls poop or whatever. I also don't know about
Hey,
dudes.
I don't know
so-
how balls drop. I'm not gonna lie, but I think
okay,
it
let's
happens.
get back to. I want to get back to serious conversations here.
Okay.
I don't want you to beat my
You don't want him to be
What?
You're a legend.
Your pathetic little tiny baby
I would
boy.
know how to do it.
You
I would
don't want
know
to
how
do that.
I have foreskin. I would know.
He
I'd
would
treat you
He
well.
would make you come like crazy.
Yeah,
I think if-
wouldn't. I would never.
Aiden might be straight
Come.
if that happened.
if he came.
You might make Aiden straight
From the
in that
trauma?
timeline, Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, wait. We need to talk about something, Ludwig.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. He calls me. I was
When-
taking
when
a
was
nap.
this?
Was a couple days ago. He calls me. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Nothing. What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm getting food." So, I got some bad news, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "So I was doing my egg stream, and the camera
was pointed down, and it was pointing at my desk. And you know how there's that picture of your balls that you left there? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, it got showed on stream. And I was like, and I can hear in his voice, he's thinking I'm going to give him the 3rd degree.
Yeah.
And you know what I said? Are you going to get banned?
Oh, you're thinking about
Because
dad.
that's all I care about. That's right. And then he was like, yeah, no, I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's all good. That's really funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say he will only be happy about this.
Your balls got seen by 17,000 people.
That was really funny. I can't, but there's a couple things I want
Now
to
it's a
cover.
ghost town.
Number one, I left that under your keyboard as a joke, and then you basically placed it against your monitor like it's your kid who went to war.
Yeah.
And everyone in the house, unfortunately, has seen it now.
Yeah.
Because they'll come into your room. Cutie came up, she's like, I just saw the picture. Let me take the picture.
No, they're in my office.
So no, that was the whole thing. Is you put it up, and I was down there. I was down there 2 days before, and I saw it on your monitor. One, I was like, come on, man. And then two, I was like, dude, one day he's gonna show that on stream, and it's gonna be bad. And then it happened 2 days later.
I will say I'm flattered, and that's why I guess I haven't been dissenting about this. But it is crazy that you just left it there after a bunch of people saw it, and then you go live. It's your job to just not show things that you shouldn't show. Did you take the picture away yet?
Yeah.
Okay, you finally got rid of it?
Where did
No.
you put it?
I just
Is it
turned
your
it
wallet?
face down. It's still there.
It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
No, can you imagine? He puts it in his wallet. Next time he goes to hang out with a bunch of streamers, he gets it out like he's showing his kids. And this is my assistant's balls.
This is my son.
This is my
This is my son. I like my son a lot.
This is eggs.
And the other thing I thought about a lot after you had said this to me was like, I think the only thing that would have made me mad is if it was my soft dick. Because it would have.
You couldn't represent what you're really
Why?
worth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The consequences for it being your hard dick are so much worse.
Hard dick
Why?
would be worse.
What are you talking about?
Because then
You
you
don't
might
want a
actually.
hard
be
Because then
a
it becomes more
predator.
sexual, I think.
Well, it's still a picture that he has that has nothing to do with me, right?
Wait, he has a picture of that?
No, I'm saying if in hypothetically.
Oh, I see.
If
I
it's
see.
a picture,
I
look,
could get it.
if it was a picture of my soft dick, I'd be more mad because then people would be like, "Look at his soft little dick."
That's funny though.
This is why.
Look at his
this is
soft
why we
little
aren't
dick
the
time.
same.
And I'd have to hold that all the time. But if it was my hard, beautiful masterpiece of a dick,
I have
Yeah,
so
your
many pictures
Michelangelo
of your
penis.
dick,
On
and I
your
could
phone?
leak
From
it
Italy.
at any
On your
moment.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
that's
safe on
right.
your phone. Did
No.
you not put in a hidden album or something?
No. It's
They're
in
just
my-
on your
yeah,
camera
that's
roll?
bad.
Yeah.
You're so stupid
That
and
means
bad.
Cutie's seen it.
No, she doesn't go through it.
I feel like
I-
at some point Cutie would just be
You should
scrolling
delete
through your
those.
photos for some
No.
reason.
He says no. I
Well, you
won't
should
do
delete-
that.
You
Hey,
should
hey, bring
put
up
them
my-
in the
hey,
hidden
bring up-
album.
bring
That's
up my
what I
dead
did.
dad again.
I learned about.
Bring up my dead
you
dad
want to talk
again.
dads?
He's like, yeah, his dad's dead, and then to the register, he's just like, oh yeah, look at this.
It's like, oh, well, here's his little pool dick.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah, it's soft. It was actually really warm and hot out.
Did we tell them? So there was a picture taken. It's Ludwig and Nick, it's Ludwig and Aiden, and Aiden just butt ass naked, and their arms are around each other. Are you
I'm
naked
wearing
too?
the Michelangelo
No, he's wearing the
underwear
Michelangelo
that
underwear.
has a dick on
Yeah.
it.
And they're just next to each other, and it's just fucking Aiden's dick and
Yeah,
balls.
it's like a college photo with your friend,
It's
and then you
so funny.
graduate.
People have seen the safe for work version of the photo.
we're
Yeah.
recovering.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
covering one's good.
The covering was pretty funny.
So
The dude, we took those photos that night, and I'm trying to figure out how to use the hidden album on my phone, and I've never used it for anything before. And Taylor at dinner is like, just give me that, just give me that.
And,
You just why'd you just do that? Why is this?
and why aren't you guys just going to coinbase.com/theyard? You get $10 in Bitcoin free when you sign up. New sign up users, that's right, $10 in Bitcoin free. I don't know.
what is this
they're,
accent?
They're really. It's,
okay.
it's cold.
And now we've
It's mostly cold.
I love when he does the. I don't know. I mean, you could do it if you want. Like, if you want to support it, go for it. If you don't, that's cool too. Like, it's his salesman voice.
It's very symbolic.
It's
for,
up to you
for you to
guys.
be doing the Coinbase read in your childhood home, lawn.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is the house that Coinbase built.
this was not.
Coinbase. Let's build something together.
That's a different. Anyway, coinbase.com/theyard, guys. They've been supporting this, and God knows why, but anyway, check them out, guys. And back to it.
Wow, that's good.
That was beautiful.
This is my
I nailed it.
so-
Hey, you want to know something?
No.
I had a NordVPN sponsorship, and I had a certain set of deliverables I was supposed to do.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do shit
That's classic.
for
This is
like
classic.
2 months.
Yep.
And they were like, "Hey, not noticing a lot of downloads," and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I went live, and I was like, "Boys, I'm gonna keep it a stack."
I didn't do my homework.
I haven't done my homework. And if you guys want this, you can get it. There's like a free trial. This is what it's good for. It's up to you. I'm just letting you know. And then next week they come back. They were like, that was the single biggest day ever. We don't know what you did, but we had so many downloads.
God, you're writing your essay the night before and still
And getting a
succeeding.
fucking A.
I think it's
hate
more
you.
like, viewers just appreciate when you keep it a stack and
I
be
think so.
authentic.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like how you've done so many Coinbase reads that it you slip into it every time.
Uh-huh.
So you can't be authentic if it's the same read.
You can.
If you're like, look, guys, look.
Boys, we are partnering with Serbian oil. I'm going to need you to buy up all the oil that you can.
Go to Shell and just fill up jugs and jugs and jugs. For that.
Stockpile.
Wait, can we get sponsored by a tiny bat company?
Dude, no.
What? Please, I'm begging you to
What?
explain
No,
this.
I'm on his
What
side.
is
He's
the
holding his
match
very
with
tiny
the tiny
bat.
There's
bat?
nothing to
No,
explain.
the
Yeah.
whole time we've been here, one of the first things, we get off the plane, we get the car, we go to Dick's Sporting Goods, and he gets this tiny bat.
I saw
And
it.
that he's
in the
been
line.
carrying around.
It's so funny.
Me, Slime, and Zipper, we come out, he's got the bat in hand, and he's had it ever since then. And he's like, yeah, look at my tiny bat.
I like it a lot. I feel I used to play tiny baseball. It was,
Little baseball.
I was a tiny
You
all
could-
star.
You also
Fuck
play.
someone up with
You
that.
also play normal baseball,
I was on the
but with the tiny bat.
I was on the tiny Cubs.
You go to like, I don't think they should let that on the plane even.
This is a weapon.
That's
like
a weapon.
this is hard.
You won't be able to fly.
You
with
I
can
it.
could
check
kill
that.
you with
We
it.
were flying to here from LA, and Cutie brought 3 knives in her carry-on.
Why?
They're like
What?
they're like designer knives for women.
Oh,
in case
yeah,
you
I've
get,
seen those.
like,
self-defense
mugged.
tools.
They're very cute,
yeah.
but also
They have,
sharp
like, frogs
knives.
on them and stuff.
Knives for women?
Like
Yeah.
self defense. Like
yeah, they're, it's
sharp
like it got
tools.
trendy in the last
Sorry,
couple of years.
Let me fix this. Women get harassed.
Yeah, yeah.
God, you're such a piece of
So
shit.
women are kind of like men, but different. And
And sometimes they're susceptible to people fucking with them.
So she had like these knives she was gonna give us gifts, and then like the guy like pulls out like comically like big knife like machete, and he's like why did you think this was okay?
and they got taken away.
Yeah, they throw them away.
Yeah, they throw them away. Or
Damn.
you can mail them back to yourself, but if you don't have time.
Did she purposely bring them, or were they just in there?
She purposely brought them as gifts, but she meant to
Oh.
check it in instead of have it as a carry-on.
Oh.
But I made her do it as a carry-on, and she forgot about them.
Oh, you made her, huh?
Yeah,
You forced
You
her.
said you're gonna put that in the fucking plane.
I did.
That's why
I was
she
like,
has the
I was
tools.
like, I was like,
She has
I was
the
father
tools.
mode at the airport because the parking was full. So I had to like drop her off, and I was like, "You bring these 2 suitcases. I will come meet you. I will meet you there." I'm like anxious and stressed.
Dude, when the sun goes away, it gets tough.
It gets and it's instant
You're
too.
fine. I'm gonna be
We're not
honest,
getting- we're not
it's-
getting her back
I'm
either.
a little chilly.
Hey, welcome to New Hampshire,
Ooh,
boys.
But these eyes, toasty.
Can't
the
take
fentanyl
the New
will warm
Hampshire.
you if you
My
guys
eyes
want a little
don't
puff
warm.
puff.
Little
Wait,
what?
What are you talking
Fentanyl?
The
weed?
fentanyl.
Oh, the fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
I don't think
you
you smoke
fentanyl
fentanyl,
keeps
brother.
You, warm?
You could smoke fentanyl.
You can
It
smoke it.
certainly keeps you warm.
You can smoke it.
Certainly,
You think so?
just certainly.
Oh,
That's why they smoke that shit in colder
Do
areas.
opioids keep you warm?
I don't know.
Oh, this
I'm just making
happened.
shit
This
up at this
happened in the Discord. Actually, I thought this was really funny. Someone shout outs. God, I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry. Maybe it was Phineas.
There's a UPS truck. I don't know if that's catching in the audio.
Probably
See you
not.
later,
Goodbye, UPS man.
Tony.
Tony. It's this guy. he was explaining a situation that happened in the Yard Discord. He's warming up. That was a real big
Shut your
pain in
phone.
the ass for him. And he works with someone who is very like Christian and like a nice person, and like very religious and like very very vanilla, I guess you want to say. And he got her 100 sticker pack of Sonic stickers from eBay. So it's like, hey, 100 Sonic stickers, like here you go. And she's like, oh, I love Sonic. Some of them were not appropriate. And some of them were dead ass like Sonic like porn stickers.
What?
Yeah. And I'll look at it.
And he didn't proofread. Like,
no, he didn't proofread at all, and it was just like he's like, guys, I'm in a bad situation, and so this one says Chronic the Hemp Hog, and
That's fire.
Wait, yeah,
This is like a great gift.
There also were some anti-Semitic ones, so it was like
less good.
Yeah, and it's just like it's this really like fucked up like problem.
Anti-Semitic Sonic.
There's a lot of them
Sonic with,
smoking.
like, a-
There's a lot of them smoking blunts and shit.
That's tight.
I'm usually pretty good at knowing how the internet works. Sorry, this is wisps in the
Sonic the
Discord.
Hedge Fund.
But I think holiday stress led to a disconnect in my brain where I thought buying something Sonic related from eBay was fine. And he had to like go and like
Walk it back.
Walk it back.
Yeah.
There's a Pepe Sonic and a Pog Sonic. There's one that says I heart MILFs.
Walk it back like slime when he said my mom has attitude.
I did walk it
You
back.
walked it back
real
so
hard.
hard.
I
You
know,
were
she's
like
right
every
there.
internet bully.
I can't say that to your mom.
You're
But
like
it's
every
true.
internet
She was-
bully.
She's kind of mean, but I like it.
She's not mean.
Yeah.
She's just European.
No, I know. I don't like that.
And you're sensitive
But I kinda-
American.
But I kind of like it.
You do like that because you are like that.
But it's like
Like
I'm
you're
in-
not nice.
I'm in her house and
likes
she
your
can do
mom.
whatever. And then there's actual Sonic porn in it. She is very confused and I'm embarrassed. And how do I go about damage control and try to fix it? Basically, he talked to her. But I just thought that was really, really funny
Yeah.
to bring up. Because, man, imagine you're just like some normal who likes Sonic and you don't know about what happens.
Well, like, okay, so here's the thing that made me think of. I like Cutie had a contest. It was like most liked tweets get in these picture frames because she brought a bunch of Christmas picture frames.
Yeah, you did a
I
great job.
replied to that tweet with the picture of Ludwig von Koopa, but he's just like a full-grown human, and he has a soft dick with foreskin, and it's like a really beautifully drawn.
No circumcised Ludwig von Koopa
Yeah.
on my Christmas tree.
But Bowser is
drawn.
not about that shit.
and like as I sent tweet, I'm like hilarious, but also a shit ton of people who follow me are just like kids.
Yeah, you have a responsibility
Do I?
to not post Ludwig von Koopa uncircumcised cock, to show a Polaroid of someone's
that something
balls,
I have to
whoever they
do?
might be,
Do I
on your
have to
computer.
not show cock and ball?
I think that
I
you
think you do.
you have to understand that people might see that.
I'm ninja now.
You're a ninja.
I
This
can't
is
swear.
a lot coming from the Mario Goatsy guy.
I'm not for kids. I've never
He doesn't have
advertised-
the platform that he has.
That's goddamn right.
I mean, what's
he's
the number?
Like 90K
Like if he hits
followers.
100K, is he? That, is
Ludwig
that?
has 1 million.
I know, but like
Yeah.
is 100K the cutoff? Like
no, because
where's
you
the
can
cutoff?
still be a million a K Andy shit poster.
I think the cutoff is when you can prove that not a majority, but a large portion of your viewership comes from children.
I'm also actively mean to children on Twitter to say, hey,
That's a problem.
no, it's not, because it's like
His
I'm not
defense.
for you.
Your Honor, I'm really mean to these kids.
No,
Like,
no.
I've made some kids
no,
cry
not
out here.
only am I mean, I'm mean and I block them as if to say, I am not for you, so time to go away. Find someone else.
Here's my proof that I don't like the kids that way. In fact, I hate the kids.
No, Your Honor, you don't understand. The kid was whack as shit.
I would say that. And hopefully honorable judge of New Hampshire would be like, yeah, for sure. For
Bad.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. That kid sounds
Oh,
like it
God.
sucks.
For
No,
sure.
okay. Actually, that's interesting. So on the subject of basically Sonic, if you like Sonic and you're a normal person, you like Sonic.
Yeah.
But then there's this like disgusting iceberg of like Sonic and Knuckles drawn as like urinals with piss in their mouths as the urinals.
Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
That's tight.
I haven't.
I haven't
seen
seen this one.
This is real.
Oh yeah, I used to send it to all my friends.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's sick.
so we're at
Yeah.
goddamn.
It's real friends.
Archie can just show that picture.
We're at goddamn dinner, and it's me, Aimen, and Zipper. Zipper, by the way, looks like a longshoreman, and I love it. He looks really funny.
This is in Boston.
And this is in Boston after we land. We're going around. We're talking about the fish market, my father, Goodwill Hunting.
Dude, it's so funny.
Where did you go to dinner?
We went to some lobster place. It was called like Legal Market. Legal
Did you go to Legal Seafoods?
Legal Seafoods. Fish.
That's a chain. Did you go to Legal Seafoods? Okay, he's shaking his. You
No.
didn't
No, we
go.
did. It was fucking right there. It said it on
Maybe.
there.
It might have been legal. Legal
If it-
Seafoods is a pretty
If
popular
it ain't
chain.
good, it ain't legal.
It was a nice restaurant.
Legal Seafoods. Okay, yeah.
And so it was great. It was really good food. And we're watching Smash World Tour ending, and it's ultimate, and we're playing on the phone. And our waiter, he kind of starts hovering, and it's toward the end of our meal. He's bringing our check, and he's like hovering, and we're like, he's talking to Aiden. Do you? And we're like, okay, he's a yard guy, maybe. Okay,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I was
fine.
thinking.
And then he's like, do you guys like play Smash competitively? And we're like, oh, we do all the calculations really, really fast. And Aiden's like, yeah. And then we just start talking back and forth, and it's great. The guy's like really cool. He's like, I just bought a Switch, and I'm trying to play Ultimate, and I want to like, who do you think is the best character to like get really good? And like, I basically want to beat my friends, and like that's a great question. So we start answering his question. We're like, we think Rob's pretty good. We don't know too much about Ultimate. It's like
Turn him into an incel. No.
trying to beat his friends.
No.
I literally told him, I was like, if you want to get good fast just to beat your casual friends, just play Rob.
Yeah. And so we're just having a conversation, and then he's like, do you guys play? It's like, well, we play the old one. We have to go through all that. But it's fine. He described Slippy. It was fine. But I joked about that, but it was totally fine. It was a normal conversation. Anyway, we start. He's like, yeah. So I used to watch like YouTube, right? And then like I used to watch a lot of YouTube. But the guy I watched, I just stopped making videos. And then we start talking a little more and more. And then he's like, who do you think I should watch if I'm like going to learn about Ultimate? And because like the guy who was he? He was like a Mexican dude, and he was like a heavier guy, and we were like
Gonzalo!
collectively all three of us just groaned. We're like, oh,
That is so fucking funny.
You're like, you don't watch that guy.
The most casual Smash fan who had no idea.
Exactly. And so it was kind of this interesting, this person, because we asked him what other games you play, because Zipper was like, what other games you play? Because like maybe you like Mega Man, you want to play Mega Man. He's like, oh, I play like Warzone and like 2K. He didn't have an answer. So he's a guy.
That is the most normie trio of games.
Yeah.
Smash
Yeah.
Ultimate,
I'm saying.
Warzone,
And
and
2K.
yeah.
And this guy was really, really nice. And he was talking to us, and he's basically this cross-section of, like, I watched stuff on YouTube. YouTube videos that went away. I didn't even know why. And then I bought a Switch, and now I play. And it's like, we live in such a little tiny Twitter bubble because that to us is like knowledge written in the sky and inignorable. But for this guy, it's just like, oh yeah, the guy I watch stopped making videos, and now I'm
Radio
looking
star.
Yeah, you
someone
forget
else.
that guy is the average.
He's most people.
He's
average
most fucking
He's
people.
most people.
And we were talking about that. And it's just like this perspective that is so hard to remember. You know, when you're in the sauce and you're in the shit.
I think about it often because like a lot of streamers obsess over LSF.
But that's such a minority.
It is 1 million people, and like I can name 100 YouTubers who I know who have like a larger group of people than that, like reach more people.
Right.
These are just people who like have a discourse and they like look at it like Jesus's next chapter.
It is so hard to remember that the world is way bigger than the little window that we got. And yeah, it was crazy. And I hope that guy shouts out. He's probably never going to find this. I hope you beat your friends in Smash.
Yeah.
Best
You know what?
of luck.
I opened my eyes to that is this guy I've been DMing for like 2 weeks now. It's this guy on TikTok. I've been doing this egg peeling challenge.
Oh my god, yeah. I
Oh, I know.
I live with you, and I've only heard of this. I haven't seen any footage. I've seen pictures sent to me from like Zeke is like a fan.
Yeah,
like,
Zeke
is
watches
watching
every stream.
like, every
Zeke
hour.
watches all of them.
Yeah.
He was posting in like our Discord, and he was like, "This is the most riveting thing."
It attracts a certain audience. I hit 40K on one.
That's great.
But
I'm
I-
glad you found your calling again.
I've kind of given up on it. But I was watching this guy named Thomas, who's like this European dude who's doing it on TikTok, and he started out as just like a couple thousand viewers, and he shot up to 150,000 people while I was watching him. Like a giant audience, more than anybody who's live on Twitch or YouTube or any other site is just on TikTok. And then he did the same thing like this next week. He got 250,000.
This is on TikTok Live?
TikTok Live.
Fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
and it's just like we think like streaming's the mecca on Twitch, and it's like you got a guy with 250,000 people watching it. Probably like everyone in high school is going like tomorrow to class, being like, "You see the guy at the egg?"
Yeah.
Be like, "Yeah, that
If
guy's
you
fucking
didn't
crazy."
see the guy, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's another platform, IG Live, often used by
Celebrities.
rappers such
That's
as
the one
Young and
celebrities
Ace
To talk
after,
shit.
after they don't kill somebody.
Did you hear about the TikTok thing?
No.
They stole all of their live, like the back end, from OBS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did see
They
that.
just robbed them blind.
because it's open source.
It's open source.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
crazy.
No,
It is-
there's still some sort of like legal trip up there where you like use an open source, but then like market it as your like private product or something.
Yeah, there's different
Yeah.
levels of open source. There's like totally
yes, the
open, steal
Streamlabs.
anything.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Or-
is, it's open source, meaning when I said that, not that it was cool for them to do, but
Yeah.
it's just that they can just do it.
That's going to happen.
I don't know if they can. I don't know. I don't know the legal recourse.
Meaning they
It
don't
can-
have
not
to
what-
develop
Yeah,
anything.
I know
That's
what
all
you're
I'm
saying.
saying.
Exactly what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah,
It's going to
no.
happen because it's open source. That does not make it legal or right.
Yeah.
They- but they don't have to
I'm not on
develop
your
anything.
side. I think it's
All right.
bad of TikTok.
Right.
I can appreciate that's your take though.
Dude, at Smash World Tour, we were playing an insane amount of Foursquare.
Okay, pause. You were talking about playing Foursquare here. You still want to play
Yeah. I
with
do.
this temperature?
I would warm up so fast.
Yeah, we.
Oh, 'cause you'd be moving around.
Yeah, that sounds great. You want to do that?
Around?
Yeah,
Fuck
you're,
this
you're gonna have
shit.
to get
Dude,
Paloma
what if
in
the
mix 'cause I'm not
primo
doing it.
is an hour of Foursquare?
So I wouldn't play.
Yeah, you get Paloma in the mix.
Pilo's not getting in the mix.
Paloma's in the fucking king square just dicing us up.
No shot.
We're playing a shit ton of Foursquare.
Is it ghosties?
That's what you think she sounds like?
Yeah.
She does.
Hey, vote on your phones
Sorry,
at
one more
home.
pause. Do you think she has a thick accent?
Yes,
Yeah,
but not like that.
but not like what
Dude,
he did.
she has your eyes. You have her eyes, and it just melts my heart every time. I literally
Bro,
can't.
this is just
You're
how
such a
genetics
pussy.
works.
Yeah, but that's just cute and cool. That's his mom.
I
who
look like
loves
no
him
one in my
so
family.
much.
I look like
you
zero
got your
people in
dad's
my
cock.
family.
I got my dad's. You know what I got? Dude, one time I was
That is hot on.
I was taking a shower with my dad.
Whoa. How old?
I was
Last year?
5 or 6. It was last year.
You're reaching the line. You're getting close.
No, I know, but it's like
That's chill.
I don't know. It's like taking a
it's
shower with my
chill.
dad, and I'm turtling my dick, right? You know.
As you do.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Yep.
I'm not gonna
I
roast
thought
you
I'd have
there.
to explain
You like
that
put
one.
yourself out
No.
for that one.
No.
We got you.
I'm turtling
Been
and
there.
I'm just playing with my dick, and he's like, "Oh, you're doing the turtle thing."
He's like, oh, it's turtle game. I love
Yeah, he's
WarioWare.
like,
Hey, check
you-
it out. I
you
can
doing
make
the
it into
turtle
like
thing?
a mosquito.
and I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, and then he washes me, and then that was that.
That is
tight. That's tight.
And I remember there was that Workaholics bit. It was like they're talking about dad dicks. So like dad
Yeah.
dicks are huge.
Yeah, they're just the most mythical thing.
and that was the first time I saw my dad's dick, and I was like, that is a fucking big old schlong. And I'm sure if I see my dad's dick now, I'd be like, that's like my dick.
That's
Yeah.
a
big.
normal dick.
Yeah.
You got
Normal
dad dick
dick.
now.
But when you're a
But
kid,
now-
it's
yeah.
like traumatizing.
Yeah, when you're a kid, it's like this is like a Greek monster.
How you rocking that?
And he ties his own shoes. That shit's crazy.
How do you do that?
All right, go off.
Sorry. So we're playing a lot. So for those who don't know, some of our Australian friends brought. They call handball. We call Foursquare.
Yeah.
Back to America, but they use a ball about the size of a tennis ball, and it's way harder. It's way more fun. We were playing this at a Smash event that we were at in Florida, and at the same time as Smash World Tour, across from it was the I think it was called the Latin Salsa Cruise or something like that.
There's
I've
also
heard
a
about
dog show,
this.
right?
And it was I didn't see the dog show.
I heard there was pups.
Oh, that's why there's so many dogs.
That's why there's pups.
Oh, dude,
It's not
I
photos
was
like
so
that.
You're like
confused.
Latin salsa show?
Dude,
All
there
these
was
dogs
so
going?
many fucking like. There was like a Great Dane in the lobby, and I was just like, "Why is you brought this dog on vacation?"
That's big, eh?
I was just like, "That's crazy." So there's this, and the music is like deafening. It's like rocking the entire hotel.
Really?
And like, if you're in the Smash venue, what's louder than the game is the music. And they're going so hard, and I think they were dancing for like 14 hours.
Yeah.
Like it was like insanely long.
Dance till you die.
It-
And so
we
playing.
saw tweets. We saw tweets from a bunch of people staying awake. It was like 3 a.m. East Coast time, and like we have to play top 12 tomorrow, and I'm up because I hear the fucking salsa music. Down the
Dude,
hall.
it was like, you know, like when speakers are peaking and it's like the worst noise ever.
Uh-huh.
Just that for like 14 hours.
But they're going
straight.
off.
They're just going off.
That's
And-
that's hard.
And
it's hard. Yes, it is.
It kind of looks like this is like the side event of an orgy. Like when you see like the people who are coming through, it's just like one guy and 7 women walking into a building and then leaving like all together later. It just like seems like this weird big thing going on. And so people are walking by while we're playing Foursquare, and we're just kind of like poking at them. We're like not making fun of them. We're poking, hey, you want to get in? I want to get some games, and they're like,
the salsa people.
the salsa people,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're like fucking like 57 years old.
Aren't
and-
they in like dresses and shit too?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are to the nines.
Yeah.
This one dude was actually crazy. He's wearing a black fedora and a full red suit and red shoes. And I told him, you are out of control.
Did anyone look like the guy who's the emoji? Like the purple guy who's doing this?
Yeah, there was like 20 of that guy.
I love
Yeah.
that shit.
That's a good one.
So we're playing, and this dude walks by. This guy is like 6'6" and ripped. He is fucking just shredded, and he's wearing a vest and a red shirt under it with like sparkly pants
Cooter-esque.
and like nice shoes. He's,
Wait, would you call him Cooter-esque?
He was not Cooter-esque. He was past Cooter.
significantly hotter than
He was AC. He was after Coots, and he's walking by, and he's got the big guy walk when like you're so big that like you have to like kind of do this to move around, and
Rotate.
this one of the people who was playing Foursquare with us, like everyone's kind of poking at people walking by. He kind of wants to get in on the fun, and he goes up to the guy and he's like, "Hey man, you want to play Foursquare with us?" And he does this. He looks over at him, He looks at the Foursquare court, looks back at him, and he says, I'm going to go dance with women instead.
Oh.
And then just walks into the convention center.
Whoa, what
And-
a
and
sick chat.
I just start laughing my ass off, and I'm like, dude, you just got your shit mixed.
You think this is whack? Guess what we're doing in there?
I've never gotten my shit mixed so hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the idea of playing at like Smash Roll Tour and like you beat some guy in your pool and the salsa is just pumping through the wall and you're just like you just like fist bump. You're like, yeah, music made me lose control. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go dance now. That's actually what I'm here for.
That's tight.
Wait, you said he did that, and then there was a Chad thing. I had something so juicy and so nice,
So nice for
to
me.
bring up for you.
Was it as creamy as Aiden's getting?
It was this.
I'm not getting
Eamon,
creamy.
I was making him so creamy.
I'm not getting
Yeah,
creamy.
Aiden was getting creamy for it.
I've been on fire
When cream-
comedically, just in banter this yesterday, and it's been so creamy for Aiden. I've been making you laugh. I actually didn't get on a plane. I'll tell you guys this real quick. Me and Nick were gonna go to Smash World Tour.
Yeah, fuck.
I didn't end up going because right before the flight, I'm sitting. How I've always sat. I sit kind of weird. I have weird flexibility, and I was sitting on my left leg, and kind of pressuring it, I guess, and on the floor in front of our gate, waiting for our plane to start boarding, and I start to move my foot around. And I realized that I literally can't move it. So basically, it's like stuck at this position. I can move it down and then up to here, but I cannot move it up at all. Like
Stuck in nooch.
it's stuck in neutral, and it was really, really scary. I could feel it. It's not like when you lose sensation in your foot and it's like numb, like sleeping or something. I could feel it and touch it, and it's like, oh, that's my foot. But I could not move it, and it was paralyzed,
It was crazy.
and it was really, really, really weird.
When
and
you couldn't walk on it,
Because
right?
he's being extremely. This is what happened. So he's being extremely calm, and he's kind of just like sitting there. He's like squirming around a little bit. I think
so I started pacing
he
around.
start-
'cause
he
I'm trying to
start-
feel it out.
he's starting to realize something's weird. I don't really know what's going on. Sometimes slime just paces. I'm like, he's doing a slime thing, and then he gets up to like try walking on it, and he immediately falls over. Like,
Yeah.
he like eats shit in the airport and like rolls his ankle. Like I watch him land on the side of his ankle.
It still hurts.
And
yeah.
then he kind of just like sits on the ground really fast and like starts feeling his foot. And I'm like, "Are you okay? What the fuck is going on right now?" And he's like, yeah. So I can't move my foot, and I think I need to go to a hospital."
Yeah.
That's how he says it. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You
And then-
can't. Is it asleep?" He's like, "No, I can feel it with my hand, and it's like I feel it. I can feel myself touching it, but I cannot tell it to go up." I'm like,
And I was like,
"They're boarding."
I was like, I'm being really calm right now, but I do think this is an emergency, and I need to go to the hospital. I think. And then you're like, do you want me to go like get somebody? I'm like, that'd be good. Yeah.
yeah.
and then you did.
Oh, dude.
It was crazy,
Anthony saw maybe for the first time. He saw me break.
dude. Nick Karen'd out at this fucking paramedic.
Yeah, he saw me. I finally had my mental broken by a man in public, and I yelled at this fucking
And
guy.
it was for your boy.
It was for Anthony. It pissed me off so much. So basically, all right. So everyone who works at an airport fucking wants to die, I guess. And I go up to the person who's like checking people into the flight. I'm like, "Hey, my friend actually needs an ER. I need to get a wheelchair here so we can take him to the hospital. Can you help me out with that?" And she just doesn't even look at me. And I'm like, "Hello, I'm sorry. Did you hear me?" She's like, "Yeah, you talked to that desk for that." I'm like, I had to ask again for you to tell me to go over there. Whatever. So I go over there, and she's like, "Yeah, you got to talk to her." Points back at who I just spoke to. And I'm like, "Yeah, she told me to come here." And she like rolls her eyes, and she's like, "Okay, well, I'll see. Are you on this flight?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm on this flight." She's like, "All right, well, we're going to cancel it for you." I'm like, "Great, I don't care. I
Yeah.
want to go to the hospital."
Fine.
You need to
I
understand.
feel like you're missing that part.
This is
Yeah.
a problem.
And so they're like, "All right, we called." And so we go over, and the first thing to show up is the wheelchair, but the paramedics are nowhere in sight. So I don't know where to take him. Like we're past security. I don't know where to go. And so the wheelchair woman is like, she's not in a wheelchair. She's brought the wheelchair.
Yeah.
If you
keeper.
Yes.
if she was
The
in a
wheelchair
wheelchair, I
keeper.
wouldn't
A
call her
wheelchair.
that. The wheeled
But
woman.
you wouldn't be wrong. If she was, you wouldn't be
Wore a
wrong.
long robe and a mask.
She was the quartermaster of the wheelchairs.
She brings over the chair, and she's like, "Where are we going?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Dude,
we're
it's
going."
a mess.
I'm
If
like,
you die in an airport, you're fucked.
And the paramedics are just fucking nowhere. And she's like, "Did you go tell them that you need to go to the ER?" I'm like, "Yes." And she's like, "Did you got to go tell them again?" I'm like, "You should tell them. You work here." And she's like, she keeps looking over like it's like her cooler older brother's friend, and she's scared. And I'm like, I ask her, I'm like, "Do I need to do this for you?" And she's like, she nods. And I'm like, "Okay." So I go over, I'm like, "Is there an ER coming?" And they're like, yeah, paramedics coming. We wait for like, what was it, like?
It was a long
It was
time.
like 20 minutes. We only
Yeah.
got 20 minutes and no one shows up. And I'm like getting mad. And I'm like, where the fuck are these people? And they're like, oh, they're on their way. A cop shows up. And the cop was nice. And she's just kind of asking how things are going. She's like asking all the questions that clearly we have already asked Anthony. And Anthony's just going through it, like telling her, nope, yeah, can't lift it. I can feel it. Yeah, I didn't know. It wasn't.
It's a big problem, and I need to go to the hospital right now.
Yeah. And so the paramedics finally show up. And it's these two fucking, well, one of them was fine. But the fucking first guy rolls up. And he stands over Anthony. And he's like, what's the problem? And he's like, yeah. So he explains the problem to him again. And he's like, yeah, that's not a big deal. You're just probably cramping. It's like not a big deal.
Dude, it was fucked up.
And he's just telling him that he's not going through anything, essentially. And Anthony's like, no, I actually can't move it. He's like, I'm watching you move it. That's what he says to him. He goes,
I was like, I can't move my foot, and that's all I said. And I felt like maybe I wasn't explaining it properly.
I also felt like he was just cutting you off. Like,
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm watching you move it. You can
No,
move it.
he said, you're moving it now. And I was like, damn, I guess I got Logic Manned.
Yeah, and he's basically just like,
He's hot off of Ben Shabibo.
yes,
Dude,
he's logic
it was
manning him.
crazy.
And every time Anthony tries to explain that he is like going through something and would like to go to a hospital, the guy is one, not explaining that he's going to end up taking him there, two, saying that nothing is happening to him, and three, basically saying that he is not having a real problem. And I stop the guy. I get between them, and I go, "Why the fuck are you doing this?"
Yeah.
That's what I say to him, and he like looks at me like, "What?" And I'm like, "You are like berating him, and it's so fucking annoying. All he wants to do is go to the hospital. He does not want to talk to you. Can you just do that?"
You're like, why are you condescending him?
Yeah, I'm like, "Can you just do that?" And the guy says like, "Don't talk to me like that." And I'm like, "You are an asshole." And then he walks away, and his like confidant has to come in and like do it for him. And I'm standing there like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna explode." I'm so mad.
And I'm just like in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
like, as my dad.
Yeah, I'm his fucking dad in
take
this
him?
moment.
Oh no, he was so beefy. He was a beefy guy.
Yeah,
And he was,
I
he was
could not
getting
have.
really
He would have
pissy,
snapped
too.
my neck in half.
He's like, you need to calm down.
Yeah.
was
He's
like-
telling me to calm down. I'm like, oh, dude.
It was crazy, and they finally take me, and basically,
Do you ride an ambulance?
I did. I took a fucking ambulance. It sucked, and then while I'm in the ambulance and while I end up at the hospital, my motion starts to come back very slowly. It's actually still not 100%. And apparently it's something called foot drop. You compress something called the peroneal nerve, and it's like a freak occurrence that can happen if you sit in a certain way. That I've been sitting my whole life, by honestly.
Yeah, Anthony's just a little weird.
And-
He's always done that.
And it sucked. And I still don't have full mobility, but I've talked to my doctor. Everything seems fine. It's like, maybe we'll run some tests and shit. But it's basically a big nothing burger. And also,
I also missed the fucking event.
I missed the flight. I came home. I was like, it was just a goddamn annoying mess. And I rolled my ankle really bad. Because I tried to stand and shift my weight to my left side, which was dumb because there's no muscles in here that can support me because they weren't working, right? So it's like the front foot is crazy. It does so much work.
Yeah.
You just stand on it and it
Your
keeps
feet-
you balanced.
Your feet
Yeah.
help you.
Your feet help you.
Feet
Yeah.
do stuff.
And I'm like,
It's crazy.
when those muscles just go limp, which was what was happening, I just fell right over, and that's when I was like,
We'd be
oh,
fucked
man.
if we had two peg leg.
If we had two peg leg, we would suck.
We'd have to balance all the time.
And
You're
yeah,
bad at balancing.
that's what
But
happened.
what happened, because you stayed, is we got to watch Spiderman,
We did watch Spiderman.
and that was fun.
Spiderman,
Yeah,
dude.
it was a fun time.
I
But
swear to-
you were
thi-
mad.
This is why I brought the tiny bat. You know what?
Anthony was so
Bro,
mad for
I
the
am
whole
totally
movie, dude.
fine. I got over it in the middle when I realized nothing was going to change and that every time someone came on the screen, there was going to be cheering and clapping.
Without spoilers, seeing the trailers, there's like it's a multiverse thing. It's a mashup.
It's a multiverse, and you get some cool fan service to some other Spider-Mans.
And so every time someone showed up, the audience would clap every time.
Oh my
There's
god.
apparently it's a cameo. There's a Daredevil cameo.
Yeah.
It's like from the Netflix show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up as Peter Parker's lawyer like early on, and people were like, "Oh!"
Yeah, people clapped. I didn't know who that was.
I knew
when
who
that
it
came
was,
out.
and I tried to explain it to Slime, and I was like,
I didn't care.
he's from Netflix, so
I-
it's cooler.
and I didn't care.
And
it's
he was like, I don't care.
it's like I was being fine in the theater. It's just that the people were behind me were like, "Oh shit!"
Dude, I'm with Slime. I shut the fuck up during a movie.
Me? I'm the biggest
I'm,
enjoyer
I'm
in the world.
cool
I
with
love it.
gasps. I'm cool with like the oh or like whoa or like laughter. But like, dude, like, shut up.
They're just casting people.
Just shut
I
up.
They're just-
disagree.
it's just a casting
I
decision.
think clapping's fine. I think it's
and
good.
they would just clap and cheer because the guy was on the screen, and no one can hear you. No one can hear you on the screen.
No, hear you laugh.
You're
It's
just
still
doing
worth
it-
laughing, you know?
Yeah, but you're laughing because it's a normal reaction. It's like you're enjoying something. When that happens, you're just like, guy, dude, I cannot handle it.
I feel like
Some people are clappers.
I think what I connect to Anthony on here is like when you're laughing at a movie, you're laughing like the movie's doing its job. But when you like fucking clap and cheer at an actor, it's just like you just want the other people, you want the community of being there.
You just want to know that to the other people, you want them to know that you like Tobey Maguire.
It's like,
Okay,
you're
well, the
fucking
thing is,
here.
I am okay with the clapping because I
Maybe it's
am
like-
an inopportune time laugher.
Yeah,
you're
Do you remember what the joke was?
No,
That
I
we had
don't.
another Ludwig moment
Believe
in the
that.
theater. Fuck, I wish I could remember the scene in the movie. But it was right at the beginning, and there was a really lame line. No one in the theater laughed. And Ludwig let out a huge
That's the thing. Ludwig doesn't laugh at funny parts of movies. Ludwig laughs. He laughs at like the juxtaposition of bad parts in movies.
I remember what it was.
Oh, yeah?
It was the math joke. It was Peter makes a joke that the punchline is math that you can see coming from like a mile away, and
That's
you were
fire.
the only one in the theater who laughed.
That's a fire.
Here's the secret lore. Aiden, also tough to go to the movies with.
What?
How so?
I like Aiden in the
I
movies.
can't believe this.
How so?
He is so unjustifiably mad at me.
That's a classic.
He laughs way too loud and also at weird times.
Okay, look, you just have a problem
But
with
that's okay.
loud volumes.
But that's all right. I don't blame him for
I
that.
can't
I love
believe
His
I
laughs
cannot
are
believe
wrong.
this is a
Your
problem.
laughs are wrong, slightly wrong, but very loud.
This is
When-
the Anthony.
bro-
This is the Anthony. Where Anthony goes like, yeah, Aiden's actually a psychopath. Aiden is like this complete sociopath, has no grasp on like the emotions of other humans, but it's okay.
That's right.
And I accept you for that.
That's
And-
right.
And it's what you do.
But he's
is fine.
gaslighting him because he's
Also,
a psychopath because he's laughing
when
at
I
funny
was
parts.
laughing in the movie, when I was laughing in the movie was when other people were
No,
laughing.
no,
because
you were alone. But you don't know that because you don't know when
No, he
sounds are
laughs with
happening
people.
around
No,
you.
he laughs with
not
people.
true.
No,
This-
goddamn
I
you
laughed
know.
without
I
people.
was the only one paying attention.
You're the
to those people
psychopath 'cause
instead
you're
of the
Grinch.
movie.
True.
'Cause you're
not
Grinch.
true. We all know that he laughed when other people didn't. We all know that.
But you did
There's
too.
a third witness.
Aiden, you
There's a
did
third
it too.
witness.
But hold on. But let me just really quick, just if I can intervene. You're arguing that he was laughing during the movie?
Yeah. His
Me?
Yeah.
ultimate
He's
argument.
laughing during times that are also inopportune, like Ludwig, but not as severe as Ludwig. Does this make sense? Ludwig will laugh, so Zipper's right there just looking at us, right? And
I
shut the
can't
fuck
believe
up.
this.
Listen to me. So Zipper's standing right there, right? And then Ludwig will be like, but then Zipper will do something like, he'll like put his goggles on and he'll just like snap them to his head, right? Like just a minor little like detail, and then Aiden will go. Also alone. Alone.
It sounds like he's enjoying the film.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting gaslit for right now.
If you're
For
gonna give
enjoying
him
the
shit,
movie.
no. If you're gonna give Ludwig shit, which he does, and we do, you need to give Aiden shit because he's doing the same thing.
But
It's not
I'm
the
not
same.
getting. I'm not really giving Ludwig shit. I just think it's funny that Ludwig laughs like that
He does does a haha.
when he's just like ha.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
so
just
weird.
find that funny. But if you're what describing as Aiden is doing is that he is laughing at the movie, then I can't
But
get
so
on your
is
side.
Ludwig.
Ludwig's laugh
But he's
sounds like
laughing in a
charity
funny
laugh. I
way.
think that's the
'Cause he doesn't
what's
laugh
funny
like
about
that.
Oh God, that's why you think this whole time. This whole time I thought we were the same,
No,
but
you're
now
by
it's just me and my
yourself.
tiny bat.
You're by yourself with
The
your tiny
silence
bat yelling at the kids
also,
for laughing.
Also, he gets Anthony. I'm just talking about the movie after
No,
it's
because
over.
Aiden. All right,
Dude,
I got
let
pissed.
me say
I
this.
got
No,
pissed at
I'm
Aiden.
the third
Please
party.
defend
because
me.
he's seen five
let
fucking
Ludwig,
movies.
let Ludwig.
He's seen 5 fucking movies, and he thinks he
No!
knows about film. Go ahead.
Dude, okay, so here's what happens, right? We're leaving the
You're
theater.
so stupid.
And
Aiden.
this is actually all me that sets this off because
Okay.
I do like a classic, like, what'd you guys think about it?
best and worst.
And then they go off for like a while.
The whole
about,
car ride
about it. And then there's a lull in the car, and then I say this. I think it was good. It sets off a shitstorm.
no way.
It sets off a
I
shitstorm
missed this?
where Aiden goes, yeah, well, I just like, I can appreciate that, like, in this movie, they took, like, bigger risks than they would in other movies. And then sounds like nothing that was done here was subversive in any way, shape, or form. Everything has been done in theaters before, in films before. Literally nothing is done here.
And I like the movie.
And then
I think it's
Aiden
great.
pauses and he's like, yeah, Yeah.
So fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
You're
This is so
fucking
fucking
stupid.
dumb.
Shut the fuck up.
And then
Fuck you.
he goes, all I'm saying is
know what I
in the
hated?
context
No.
of a Marvel.
In the context of a Marvel movie, that's what should matter.
It's like in the
That's not
context
even
of a
what I
Marvel
said.
movie.
You're making shit
it's
up.
a little more subversive.
I'm so mad because this is what happens every time.
He's seen 5 fucking movies. He can
I
talk about
say
movies like he
something,
fucking knows
and then
anything.
he draws the worst possible conclusion from it, and then finally, after arguing and me explaining my point in as many sentences as possible, at the end of that conversation, Anthony is like, "Yeah, okay, that makes sense."
Yeah, but that's not what you said.
That's the worst
You
part.
move goalposts and you fucking move
No, I
all the
don't.
goalposts
No, that's-
all the time
I
in
don't.
that conversation. Yes, you did.
What I discovered
the
from
point
this, though,
that
Nick-
created the majority of the argument was this. I can't explain this fully because it does spoil something huge. But I was like, their commitment to that character dying is subversive because of the expectations that specifically
We're getting
Marvel
into
movies
the argument,
set.
which no one cares about.
And-
the funny
and
part's
then-
that you had
and
the
he was
argument.
like, it's not subversive because this is a common plot point in any movie.
Look,
No,
hey,
I
Aimen-
understand that. I've watched movies. I've seen these plot arcs happen.
Haven't watched.
That's on
You know
mic.
what, you know what
That's on
else
mic.
I hate
They
about
can't hear
this?
you.
You know what I also hate about this? Every time he's like, you haven't seen movies. I've seen so many movies. The 2 times that pop culture knowledge has been put to the test, once on Atriox Stream, once on Mogul Money.
Why are you
Whoa.
bringing
No, no,
this
no, no,
up like a
both
fucking?
times,
He's a hero.
Both times
He
this
wins.
has happened, you come into the competition so hot. You're like, I've seen so many things, I'll know all the answers. Both times you have lost.
Damn.
Don't
Oh,
actually
he's
know.
held on to
Don't
that.
actually
He's
know.
held on to that.
Trivia loser.
You have just seen a bunch of old movies, and you think that is means that you understand a
you
bunch
think
of
I
things.
saw old movies?
Can we do a head-to-head trivia knowledge?
settle this?
I would love
We've
to.
done it. We've
No,
done that,
no.
and we
Shut-
lost.
shut your
we did that,
fucking
and we
mouth.
lost.
All right,
Where's the bear knife?
I'll set it up.
Where's the bear knife? I'm gonna slit your
I'll-
goddamn throat in the snow. It's
I'll
gonna be beautiful.
set it up. I'll set it up. I'm setting up a head-to-head trivia
What's the stakes?
battle.
What's the stakes?
Ooh.
I mean, it's just lifetime. Like, you can never say an opinion about a movie. Like, here's the stakes. You have to agree with every opinion I'll ever have about a film ever, and vice versa.
Or better
basically-
yet, what about Twitter bio? Aimen smarter.
We could also
in
do
movies.
that. I'm down with that too. But basically, if he says American Ultra sucks, which is a thing he said,
I didn't
then
say
I would
it
have
sucked.
to agree with that.
I didn't say it sucked.
He said it was a 2 out of 5.
That's 40%. That's not. It's not passing.
I cannot believe you are walking this back right now. You said American Ultra.
Anyway, look.
I didn't say that. You just said something I didn't say.
What did you say about American Ultra?
He said 2
I
out of
said
5.
I
Nick said
gave it
it.
a rating. I said I
Nick
think
has a
that was
great
like
memory.
a 2 out of 5.
If Nick says it, it's probably right because he remembers stuff.
I'm sorry. I guess 2 out of 5 means it's good.
This is the exact
gaslighting
scenario.
him now.
This is Social Network all over again.
Look, I agreed with Anthony that Aiden was calling American Ultra bad. But I think when you use it in this argument, I'm not on your side. Because
Hey, save it for the trivia battle, gentlemen.
He's allowed to not like the movie, even though he's dumb for it.
Oh yeah, but no, the way he vehemently defends opinions that he does not
The
he-
slime?
he's backed up by nothing, right?
The slime?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I think
no, we're
specifically
fighting
same.
a war.
I think
we're fighting a war
specifically
that
in the
doesn't matter,
context-
and that's
specifically
Gentlemen,
in the
save
context,
it for the trivia show.
specifically in the context of the Spider-Man movie. One thing is that at the end of the conversation is that we actually agree about these things.
Say it to my
We
face.
actually
Say it to my bear
agreed.
knife. Say it to my bear knife.
It does sound like a case of you said one thing, which made Anthony think you meant something else, so he argued to that. Then you fully explained your thought, and then he agreed with you. But he is now talking about what you first said because he thinks you shifted the goalpost in the second part of the argument.
I guess. Here's a
Amen,
here's
for the love
first
Yeah,
of God,
wrap it up.
save it for
Ludwig's
the
gonna
trivia.
lose
No. This
Wrap it
has
up.
nothing to do with trivia. This has nothing to do with trivia. This is us walking out of the movie theater. He first asked, "Did you like
Don't
the
tap
movie?"
me. I'm out of
You-
this.
That's
I'm
also
already-
what I
I'm
don't
already checked out.
like. Is
You- he
we're
asked the
walking
question.
out, and Ludwig's like, "Well, that was pretty good, huh?"
Yeah.
And again,
And
I'm
then-
so sensitive to like conversations in public that are like very dumb.
And then
like, it's like I'm with two of my dads, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm saying I've got fucking brainworms,
This
and that's
is the guy.
okay.
This is the guy who yells, "You're my chocolatey boy!" in the Starbucks drive-thru.
But it's so like condensed. It's like I am.
You guys are
I can't
experiencing what
explain
I
it well.
experienced when I said it's good because they have not
I
shut the
said
fuck up
movie-
since I brought up
said
that
the
this
movie was
argument
good.
matters.
I said I enjoyed that, and
Guess
then I was
what?
like,
I also
and then
like it.
and then I said it started off like a little slow.
Oh yeah,
it
he
started
said
off a little
the
slow,
second half
but I
was
thought
way
the se-
better.
But I thought the second half like was good, and it kind of like made up for it. And then Anthony like immediately
I
gets
didn't like
mad,
that.
and he's like, "We should only judge movies as holistic products," as if what I've said is like inherently offensive.
That's not.
And like, I also preface this by saying the movie was good.
And to the 7 people that are still watching,
I think the way that Anthony probably heard it was like, yeah, it kind of like, it started off establishing the characters, and then the action started to rise, and then eventually it reached like a good climax. But then they resolved it all in the
That's
end.
not what.
Thank you.
Not what I said.
But
Not
that's
what
how I
said.
interpreted it.
I'm
and
just
he's
saying,
right.
I bet that's how he interpreted it.
That's right.
So
Thank you.
I can tell from the way he's mad that that's like how he heard what you said.
That's right.
I think what has happened over time since moving in is Anthony has latched on to 2 very specific scenarios with me and movies.
That you're culturally bankrupt in all media, and all because you listen to Nujabes and watch fucking 2 Aaron Sorkin videos, and you think it's the best media ever because you just don't investigate shit,
Feathers
and
is a
that's
good
okay. But then you defend it like you're right, but you just don't know enough about the world to be right.
I haven't
But you
defended
still
Aaron
think you're
Sorkin.
right.
You say that again.
myself.
I haven't defended Aaron Sorkin one time. I said I just like The Social Network, and it has morphed into me like posting on forums defending
Hey,
Aaron Sorkin.
me and
I
you, bro.
I
It's
just
always been me
don't
and you,
understand.
Hey, dude, it's always been.
hey,
always
this
will
guy's
be.
never been to Rome, and this guy thinks American Ultra sucks.
Let's
and that's
wrap
all
it
I
up.
gotta
Let's
say
wrap.
about that.
Let's wrap up this segment because Ludwig is losing his
It's
mind.
the end of the pod,
and
actually.
I appreciate
we
that.
we
We're there?
actually
Is it Zipper?
yeah.
Okay, well that was a good place
So
to have
to the
that
to the
insane
15
argument.
people left, hey, thanks for
Hey,
watching,
Wait,
everybody.
wait,
You know what?
wait.
Leave a comment below who is more of a sociopath in this scenario, by the way, between Aiden and Anthony.
Because we know me and Nick are in the clear today.
Yeah, we're fucking
My fights are those of passion, and his are of just needing to be right, regardless of emotion.
Gaslight, gatekeep, bald.
What were you gonna say? Don't show us. Oh, the sun hitting it hurts my.
You like that?
No.
You like that shine? This is like the Gattaca
Look,
movie.
we're gonna have to figure out what we do for
If
the
you want
primo.
another hour in this goddamn backyard, you can sub to the primo.
Yeah,
Some to the primo.
I'll tell you
Patreon.com
the stories, the
/yard.
2 most prevalent stories of the town I grew up in. One involves a car getaway, and the other involves a teacher and a murder.
A murder.
Yeah, so you can join the Patreon, listen to our primo episode. We're gonna do another hour.
Ooh.
And thanks for watching, Ludwig. Thanks for inviting us to your childhood home. What is?
We're doing Moaner's Got Talent. That's what that's our content now. It's moan content.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Goodbye.
Bye.